Welcome into Smithville, Tennessee, this side of this non-district high school baseball matchup as the Upperman Bees travel to take on the DeKalb County Tigers. I'm Noah McKay on the call here on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network, joined in the visitor grandstands by my broadcast partner Jacob Vinson. Cameron Hughes producing things as always for us here on a beautiful evening for high school baseball. We welcome you in. No longer a district matchup between DeKalb County and Upperman. Something about that doesn't feel quite right, but we should have a good game on tap for you as Colin Young on the mound for the Tigers today gets in his final warm-up pitches. He's going to face an Upperman lineup that bats 1 through 9 like this on the Quick Cash Pond starting lineups. Leading things off is the designated hitter Braden Green. He'll be followed up by the shortstop Chris Worsing. The third baseman Carson Shoup bats third, cleaned up by the catcher Denton Huddleston. Batting fifth is the left fielder Jackson Green. Batting sixth, the first baseman Sawyer Brown. Batting seventh, the right fielder Braden Wolke. Batting eighth, the pitcher today for Upperman Dawson Mullins. And rounding out the order is the second baseman Andrew Hedrick. Those are the Quick Cash Pond starting lineups. Today's broadcast is presented by Gentry's Power Equipment. Mention a perfect day for high school baseball. 73 degrees. Not a cloud in the sky. Very little wind. The wind that's there is currently blowing out in what is typically a hitter's ballpark here in Smithville as we are set for action. Braden Green going to climb in for his first AB against Colin Young.
Yeah, Young's last outing on Saturday against Huntland, a game that DeKalb County won 13-6, one of their first wins in a long time for this DeKalb County team. He got the start, 4 innings, 8 hits allowed, 6 runs, all of them earned, 1 strikeout and 1 walk. He threw 54 pitches, 34 of those were strikes in the 4 innings, and he did get the win.
Braden Green climbs in as we're set to get underway. Batting .250 on the season, but on-base percentage of .455. It's why he's in the leadoff spot as the first pitch is across for strike one. Upperman playing their best ball. This young Upperman team has started to find their stride, 5-1 last week as part of a very successful week as that one misses outside to Green, and it's 1-1. They did not play, had the off week in 7-3A play since Saturday. So first and only game this week for Upperman before a big district slate, or series rather, against Stone, as this one is sent a mile up in the air into left field. A good beat on it. Under it to make the catch for out number 1 is Gavin Frazier.
Yeah, and a good job out there in left, able to get under it in time, make a nice catch. And this is going to be an adjustment here for these Bees, and not as much velocity on the mound with Young. And obviously he's going to be throwing it over the zone, trying to get strikes across and trust his defense. Not a huge strikeout guy, so the Bees going to have to take advantage. And you mentioned last week, 5-1 against some really good teams. The win against Smith County in there, Boyd Buchanan as well. That final game and a walk-off game in extras.
And it started with the sweep over Livingston Academy as the first pitch into Chris Worsing misses for ball 1. On the other side, DeKalb County looking to get it rolling. Losers of 10 of their last 11 contests for the Tigers. As Worsing awaits, that one misses upstairs. Worsing the engine for this Upperman team. .426 on this season, .639 slugging percentage, 13 doubles, 11 RBIs. The only thing that's eluded him so far this year is the long ball. As the 2-0, that one gets the call, and it's 2-1 to the California kid.
There's a little bit of a breeze blowing out towards right field, so a bit of a helping win for the first time in a while since we've been to a game at least.
Next pitch bounces in, and it's a hitter's count to one of the most dangerous hitters in Class 3A. It's 3-1. We are live on the main UCR Facebook page and YouTube channel. Let us know in the comments who you are, where you're watching from, who you're cheering for today. As Worsing holds the bat high above his right shoulder. Young slides and deals. That one misses ball 4, and it's a Nick's Restaurant walk for Chris Worsing. Upperman has a 1-out base runner for Carson Shoup, who's been swinging maybe the best bat in the lineup the past week or so. A .254 average that is vaulted up.
Well, look at that slugging number as well. I think it's, .430, .424 now on the season. I mean, he was tremendous last week. He was the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game against Boyd Buchanan on Saturday as well. So many clutch hits in the 6 games last week.
Young's going to have to be in the zone against an Upperman team that's grown in their patience at the plate the past several weeks. It's 1-0 as that one misses outside to Shoup. Denton Huddleston waiting on deck. DeKalb would love to turn a double play in this inning as Worsing takes his lead at first. Young slides and delivers. That one misses for another ball. 2-0 now. We'll give you the alignment in the field for DeKalb County coming up as Shoup checks down after a new sign from Wes Shanks in the third base coaching box. Fortner tries to hold Worsing, who jabs off. That one is across for a strike, and it's 2-1.
And Young trying to get across there. Able to get the strike in there to make it a 2-1 count, but still ahead, and that's what these Bees been able to do, especially this past week. Been able to get ahead in counts, and you said it, been very patient at the plate.
Young comes home that one. Okay, called a strike, 2-2. That ball was at the ankles.
Get the sand wedge out.
Buckle your seatbelts.
It is Masters Week.
Hello, friends. Lead over at first for Worcester. Here comes the 2-2. Shoop ropes that one, and it is a fair ball. Carson Shoop got all of it, and it goes into the corner. Worsing rounds 2. He's heading for third. Here comes the throw tag. They're not in time. And it is a double for Carson Shoop to put 2 in scoring position for the Upperman Bees.
You know, we were joking. We said, as long as they don't hit it down that left field line, it'll be okay on camera because that's the only spot we can't see. And, of course, the second batter in the line, or third batter in the line will be able to do so. But a nice piece of hitting there by Shoop. It mentioned a low velocity. He's able to jump on it in that right-handed batter's box right down that third base line. And another extra base hit.
A tee-up double for Carson Shoop as he pulls into second. Now he stands there, Worsing at third, and Denton Huddleston, the freshman, is in the batter's box for his first debut against Young. They'll slide in. Huddleston took a healthy hack at that one, fouled back, and it's 0-1.
It's going to be the tough task today for these Bees hitters is staying back on these pitches coming in. You can see Huddleston, he saw it well, just not able to sit back on it enough.
Denton Huddleston batting .303 on the campaign. By the way, that was Carson Shoop with his 9th double of the season already. As the 0-1, Huddleston sends this one up into the air, into right, a beat on it against the setting sun. Here comes the throw in. Worsing will be held up. Now a throw behind Shoop, who dives in safely. A very nice job to get it in quickly out of right field by Colin Donnell. And the second out of the inning gives DeKalb County a chance to get out of here unscathed.
Yeah, good job by Anderson Fortner over at first base as well. They're telling him to cut it over to second base, almost able to get Shoop. He's back in, and good job here by this DeKalb County defense so far. You got a couple of base runners on. Now you've got a chance to get out of the inning with those base runners at second and third.
Jackson Green climbs in. Nick Dahl catches the balls and strikes. Anderson Fortner over at first. Tucker Webb at second. Cooper Odom at third. And the shortstop is Reed Midget as Green sends this one foul out of play, 0-1. Out in left field is Gavin Frazier. The right fielder is Colin Donnell. And in center, Ben Driver for the DeKalb County Tigers. Upperman with 2 in scoring position, but 2 outs for Jackson Green, another freshman batting .271. Trying to add a couple of RBIs. Young looking to get out of the jam as that one gets the call on the outside corner, and it's 0-2. And Green, who could pitch later in this game, looks back and says, I want that one later. Young with a glance back. Here comes the 0-2 to Green. Breaking ball. This one is roped, and it will score 2. Jackson Green, it's rolling all the way to the wall. He'll round 1, heading for second, and it's a 2 RBI tee-up double for Jackson Green.
A really good piece of hitting there on the inside half of the plate, able to rope it down the first base line. 2 hits here in the inning for the Bees. Down the lines, third base and first base. Scores a couple of runs, and now here comes Sawyer Brown. You mentioned Carson Shoop, one of the hottest bats in the lineup. Brown, the game-winning hit on Saturday in extras to get the job done against Boyd Buchanan.
The hero on Saturday climbing in here, Sawyer Brown. And he's got Green at second. Upperman has hit it hard here in the first so far. Young slides home. That one misses upstairs for ball 1. He has a little Soto shuffle on that one a little bit for Brown. Jabbed over there towards it. Brown, .313 on the year. He's got 4 doubles, and he's become an everyday player. You can't take him out with how he's played. Earned the right to be the first baseman right now as that one misses inside, and it's 2-0.
Exactly that. Talking with Coach Farley after that game-winning hit on Saturday, he said, he's really been coming around into his own, and now he's playing really well over at first base as well.
And with these young kids, that's a pitch upstairs 3-0. They are going to develop at different speeds. Some came in a little bit further ahead, and Sawyer Brown, he's developing very quickly. And now he's going to see a perfect pitch to take it off his shoulder at 3-0 as Young tries to find his groove again. And I'll put that one over the plate for strike 1.
And there's already a little bit of action in the bullpen for DeKalb County as well, so they're getting guys ready to go just in case.
Midweek game, you would expect you're going to see a fair amount of arms in this one, and it was a strike, so Sawyer Brown calls his obligatory time. And one thing you know about DeKalb County, they are going to roll the pitchers. You're going to see mound visits. You're going to see pitching changes. under Coach Webb. Here comes a 3-1 to Brown. Young delivers in. This one is hit hard over towards short, and it gets through. Past the outstretched glove of the shortstop. Green rounds 3, heading home, and he will score. Upperman adds one more. It's 3-0. We'll look towards Jeff Petey Goolsby for how he's going to score that one. It's going to be an E6 as it went past the outstretched glove of the shortstop.
Yeah, and over there at short, trying to get it on the backhand, just can't get the glove down in time. But again, Brown putting it into a good spot to make a play, unable to do so, and the Bees able to get their third run across. And you mentioned a lot of pitching for DeKalb County. They've already played 2 games this week, a couple of them against Central Magnet, lost both of those games. So they're looking to get back into the win column today against the Bees team that's playing their best baseball of the year.
Here's Braden Wolke looking to regain his stride that he had at the plate, and he will send this one into center right on cue. The parade continues around the base paths for the Bees. Runners at first and second after the single by Braden Wolke.
And good 2-out base running there by Brown as well. The center fielder coming on hard to it out in center for the Tigers, trying to get it in quickly to try to pick off Brown possibly, but he's able to get in with ease. And the hits continue for the Bees here in the first.
And now Dawson Mullins climbs in for his first AB, and he's going to be feeling pretty good. He's got a lead to play with on the other side, a 3-0 lead already, and he could make it a couple of more with a swing somewhere where they're not in the outfield.
He'd love to have a little cushion. He didn't get that on Saturday against Boyd Buchanan, but he still pitched well.
Young trying to battle here. He had 2 outs, but Upperman is seeing it well out of his hands as that one misses, and it's 1-0. I'm going to talk to Petey in between. I don't know about the E6 on the hit for Brown. That felt a little bit like a hit to me. Here comes the 1-0. That one misses inside, and now a back pick. Pretty good throw, but diving back in safely was Wolke.
Just barely back in as well. Kind of had to dive early and was able to just squeak his way past.
This is a series over the past several years, of course, as everyone had been in 7-3A play. DeKalb County no longer in 7-3A. Has been dominated by Upperman. Have not lost to DeKalb County in a long, long time. Runners at first and second here, and a 2-0 count. And that one gets the call. It's 2-1 into Dawson Mullins. Behind him, Andrew Hedrick, and then in the hole, Braden Green, top of the order, looming. Young, couple of looks back. 2-1 to Mullins. That one bounces in. A good block behind the dish by Dahl. And it's 3 balls, 1 strike. Andrew Hedrick, who's really pretty solid in that 9 hole. He would love to have the bases loaded and an opportunity to swing the bat.
Well, I don't know if anything will top what we saw on Tuesday.
Good point. That was the biggest inning on UC in a long, long time.
Unbelievable.
Here comes the 3-1. Mullins sends this one on a ride. Well struck into left, but an atom ball is caught in left to retire the side. Gavin Frazier didn't have to move far for that one, but Upperman strikes for 3 in the top of the first. We'll head to the bottom half. Coverage of this game is presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Mayberry's Furniture has been family-owned and operated since 1946 and is now serving the Upper Cumberland with locations in both Crossville and Cookville, offering the largest array of solid wood furniture and mattresses in the area. They also provide a best price guarantee and in-house service and delivery. Stop into their 15,000 square foot showroom at 1020 South Willow Avenue in Cookville to see their selection of Amish solid wood, flex steel, Tempur-Pedic, Sealy Posturepedic, and much more today. Mayberry's Furniture is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the high school football game of the week on the UCR Media Network.
Let the bidding begin. It's time for the show, and you know it's gonna go high. There's a buzz in the air, and people come from everywhere to hear the auctioneer cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old when you hear an EJ say so. Live or online, we handle auctions of any kind.
Call Aminette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
Dawson Mullins with the ball for the Upperman Bees. Another freshman that gets the start today. He's got a 2.86 ERA, 1-0 on the season. It's his 3rd appearance, his 2nd start. And in 7 1/3 innings, he's allowed just 3 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned, 5 walks to 3 strikeouts, but opponents hitting just 158. That is a team best against Dawson Mullins. The right-hander will face the DeKalb County Tigers order that'll bat 1 through 9 like this on the Quick Cash Pawn starting lineups. Leading things off is the right fielder, Colin Donnell. He'll be followed up by the third baseman, Cooper Odom. Batting third is the second baseman, Tucker Webb. He'll be cleaned up by the first baseman, Anderson Fortner. Batting fifth is the shortstop, Reed Midget. He'll be followed up by the left fielder, Gavin Frazier. Batting seventh is the pitcher, Colin Young. Batting eighth, the catcher, Nick Dahl. And rounding out the order for the Tigers is the center fielder, Ben Driver. I'm Noah. That's Jacob Cameron producing things for you. Happy to be along with you on Masters Day if you celebrate, which we certainly do.
I do indeed.
Dawson Mullins. We last saw him against Boyd Buchanan, and that was a big performance for the freshman, Jacob.
Yeah, he was really good. Came in relief of Jackson Green, who got the start in that game. Green had already pitched in the game before, so they wanted to save his arm a little bit as well. Mullins came in, and he actually started before the restart. They had the 50-minute rain delay in between. He started after that as well, and able to finish the ball game out. He really threw it well. 5 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned, 2 walks, and 1 strikeout. He threw 61 pitches, only 32 were strikes, so he'd love to be in the zone a little bit more here today. But going the 5 innings and getting the win against a solid Division II program.
Colin Donnell will climb in for the first AB to DeKalb County. They love a quick answer here, trailing 3-0. Upperman was barreling all over the yard. Even their outs were pretty hard hit. First pitch from Mullins, and speaking of, that one ripped into left field. Colin Donnell says, let's keep the party rolling. A leadoff single for DeKalb County.
That's a good piece of hitting right there to get it past Shoup, who had a good beat on it, diving to his left at third base, but it hits it hard enough to get it past him, and a single to start it off, like you said.
First pitch swinging, and now Cooper Odom will climb in, and we always talk about the quick answers, needing the answer immediately. That's what DeKalb County is looking for, and you already know what's looming in the second. It's 9-1-2, so that's how you stack big innings if you're Upperman. DeKalb County looking to turn this into an offensive shootout.
Well, no matter what happens out there for the Bees, they can go to anybody in terms of the pitching staff. Of course, you don't want to go too far. Obviously, you got district games coming up Monday and Tuesday.
Now with a huge lead as Mullins comes home. This one popped a mile up into the air, into the infield, right near foul territory, and Denton Huddleston able to reach over Sawyer Brown and makes the grab for out number 1. 2 pitches, 2 swings, 1 out on the board.
When you saw Mullins, he kind of ditched at the last second. Brown was still in there, and Huddleston able to secure it on the way from his catcher position. It's a pretty tough catch, even though Brown was right there, but able to secure the first down.
Here comes Tucker Webb for his first AB against Mullins. An aggressive approach so far for DeKalb County.
Yeah, swinging the first 2 pitches they see.
And neither guy on the mound is going to overpower you with velocity. And you mentioned for Upperman, we expect to see the big guns at some point. Runner goes, the pitch out. Huddleston with a throw down, tag, got him on the heel, but not in time. Very close play as Donnell slides in safely on the stolen bag. That was really close as Worsing. It looked like tagged him on the heel of the cleat, but they'll say he was in safely.
That's one at a bigger level. You're looking to the dugout, looking into the monitor to see if you want to go to the headset or not. It was pretty darn close, but a good piece of base running. Nice throw as well from Huddleston behind the plate.
Tucker Webb now could get a run back for DeKalb County with the ball down into the outfield. And it was ball 1, as now this one is popped up and out of play. 1-1 between Mullins and Webb. But for Upperman, you should see Chris Worsing at some point. You should see Jackson Green, maybe even a Braden Wolke at some point in this game, just trying to keep everybody fresh before that district series next Monday and Tuesday with Stone Memorial.
I'm sure it'll be 35 degrees at Stone.
And they will have Stone and White County their last 2 district series, and Upperman controls their own destiny. They go 4-0. They win the district again, despite the loss earlier on to Cumberland County, as time will be called, and Webb will step out.
Stone, a couple of big wins against White County earlier this week in district play, so they've been able to kind of get back into the mix of things a little bit as well.
Runner Donnell bounces around. He already has 1 stolen bag. And that one bounces in. He takes off immediately. Huddleston with a throw down. It's offline, and this should allow the run to score. It will on the error. And DeKalb County gets it back. Get the stolen base in the E2 as Huddleston sent that one offline. That's one where you
just got to eat it.
You just got to eat it.
Yeah.
He was going to be safe either way.
It got a little too far away. You got to have a perfect throw, and even then, it's probably still not going to get him. You got the speedy runner trying to take third. That's one where, as a freshman, you learn that experience, and next time that happens, you're just going to keep it back there and keep the runner at third.
No chance for Carson Shoup to even make that catch down there at third, as it's a 2-1 count from Mullins to Webb. Base is now empty, 1 on the board. That's right down Main Street. Best pitch of the game so far for Dawson Mullins. Ooh, wow. And Wes Shanks comes flying out of his dugout, and he is not happy at all. That is as animated as I've seen him after a pitch right down the middle for a strike.
Well, and we've seen it at times, especially this season. You've kind of talked about it too. You got to know how to coach these guys. You got a lot of young guys on this roster, and those three right there, all freshmen going to the mound right there to kind of talk some things over. So he didn't like something that he saw out there. Brings all three of them in there and making sure it gets righted next time.
Kind of like the fire out of Wes Shanks on that one. I'm not sure what it was about. I'm going to find out, but that was intense. Here comes the 2-2 to Webb. That was a fantastic pitch for ball 3, 3-2.
A little bit low, but it was a really good breaking ball. Just breaks probably a tick low at the zone.
Good one happening over our shoulder between DeKalb County and Watertown softball. The SK Creation scoreboard 5-3 DeKalb. As that one, ball 4, and the first 2 base runners, 2 out of the first 3 batters have reached for DeKalb County with 1 out. As Tucker Webb heads down to first, Anderson Fortner will check in with 1 out, 1 already across in a 3-1 ball game.
And we mentioned Mullins is going to love to have that cushion, but you got to be able to trust your defense to have that cushion go to the next inning and so on. So he's going to try to make some good pitches here with the 1 out in the inning. Now you got a base runner to deal with as well.
Webb takes his lead. They were already aggressive once, and it worked. That put some pressure on, and were able to capitalize a couple of pitches later for the run. He certainly could steal if he wants to, as that one misses low and outside. It's 1-0.
And they're getting some big leads over there at first as well. And Huddleston, he's been known to throw a back pick in there. I would expect one of those here coming soon if they keep getting those big secondary leads.
DeKalb in their home gold uniforms. Upperman in their road blacks with the gold script across the front. 2 schools with very similar color schemes. And
that was the bat.
I think that hit the bat. It did. It hit the butt
ball.
of the bat for a foul ball. It'll be 1-1. And either way, he kind of leaned into that one as Fortner hit the bat. As he leaning in, trying to get hit by that pitch.
Wasn't much of an effort to get out of the way there.
It's also when you're going to sell it, act like you just got hit.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Mullins glances over his shoulder towards Tucker Webb. 1 out, 1 across here for DeKalb County in the bottom of the first. Mullins spinning around in the mitt. And that one bounces in. Huddleston doesn't know where it is. It's behind him, and that'll allow Webb to move into scoring position. If you like offense, this may be the game for you this evening. We say that. Wes Shanks could probably end that in a hurry with 1 point towards his shortstop position around the left field.
It depends on how long he wants him to go is the real question. And the one you really got to worry about is Jackson Green. You're going to have him going on Monday, I would imagine. Although sometimes it is a road game. You may have Chris going Monday.
Also got Wolke that he could go in out of right field as that one misses low. And it's 3-1 into Fortner.
And the Caps made a nice adjustment as well. They came out swinging early on in these counts. Since then have really turned patient and making Mullins bring some pitches to him.
Mullins shakes his head yes a couple of times to the call in. A 3-1 pitch coming to Anderson Fortner. This one is rolled over towards Worsing at short. Field's cleaning. He throws to third, and now on a rundown, shoot back to second. Here we go. Cue up the circus music as Worsing chases down the runner and applies the tag on Webb, and that is just Chris Worsing being silky smooth, and he gets the lead runner because of it.
It's fundamental baseball right there. You got to look the runner back. He's too far off the bag, so he just throws it in front of him, and then you're able to get him into the rundown. You get the out, and you keep the runner over at first and take a runner out of scoring position. Good baseball there by the Bees defense.
So Fortner is at first on the fielder's choice. Here's Reed Midget trying to extend this inning in a 3-1 ball game, bottom of the first. A lot of baseball to be played this evening. Fortner takes his lead. We haven't had a throw over yet out of Mullins. First pitch bounces, and it gets away from Huddleston again on a wild pitch. So we've had a stolen base and a couple of wild pitches that have allowed runners into scoring position for DeKalb County. That fielder's choice becomes all for naught as the runner heads to second, and Reed Midget's ahead in the count 1-0.
You get the second out of the inning, but you do have the runner in scoring position again.
And this one is ripped foul, nearly went off the light pole, and it's 1-1 into Midget.
Now they're seeing it well. All the bats that have gone up there have been able to time up pretty much every single pitch out there so far from both sides. And you mentioned it. It could be a good day for offense.
Perfect day here in the Upper Cumberland. I mean, maybe the best day of the year weather-wise. Why are we not on a golf course this morning is the real question. Here comes the 1-1. That one right there for a strike, and it's 1-2.
Children is the answer to that.
I should have just gone and played golf this morning. We had a great meeting this morning. Business booming for lots of different areas. Comes the 1-2. Dawson Mullins glances back. He'll deliver in. That one misses low, and it's 2-2. Good take by Midget. Mullins trying to get out of this inning. With one across, he's got another runner in scoring position. A lot of traffic out there today in this half for DeKalb County. The freshman with the 2-2. Big looping breaking ball dips away and low. It's 3-2, full count.
That's good block that time by Huddleston as well. Last couple have gotten away from him. That one was a little bit easier to block up, but you're able to keep the runner at second base and give your pitcher a chance on the mound to get out of the inning himself.
310 to the foul poles here in Smithville. 370 with the tall wall in center. Typically plays well for hitters. Here comes the 3-2 payoff pitch. This one is ripped past the outstretched glove of Carson Shoup. Grain to it on the back pick, and now the stop sign is up, and that is a good decision by Coach Webb because Grain got to that one in a hurry, but it's a 2-out single for Reed Midget. Puts runners at the corners for DeKalb.
It's a really good defense by Green out in left. You mentioned it. Goes to the back pick, able to get it in quickly, hits his cut as well, and you're able to hold that runner at third so you don't allow the run to come across, but obviously the threat is still there for the Tigers here in this first inning.
Only problem for Midget, he hit it too hard that time. If he hits a little bit weaker, probably scores a run. Now runners at the corners, tying run at first here for DeKalb. And Gavin Frazier, the left fielder, gets his first AB. That was a good battle there between two young up-and-coming stars in the Upper Cumberland. Mullins delivers. This one is rolled, and it'll get into left. Another run scores. And the hit parade continues both ways. Now it's the Tigers' turn to get back within one. It's 3-2 with 2 on.
Oh, and you mentioned for these Tigers, they're looking for the quick answer. They've gotten a couple of runs across, and now Young coming to the plate will have a chance to help himself out with another runner in scoring position. I mentioned these two pitchers aren't going to overpower you with the velocity, and they've been able to be patient at the plate and just get pitches that they've been able to handle and mostly hit them to the left side.
Colin Young, he's got to be loving this half inning after getting hit up a little bit in the top half. He's trying to continue the parade here. First pitch, lays off the high cheese, and it's 1-0. So it's a single, pop out. Something, then a fielder's choice, single, single. We'll figure it out. Here comes the 1-0.
Wild pitch, is that what you wrote there?
Well, the wild pitch allowed him to advance, as that one is a good pitch from Mullins.
I don't know what you were pointing to.
Well, it was pointing to me not marking what happened on that AB is what I was pointing to.
Oh, I see what I got.
Whoops. It was a walk. The mystery is solved. Fear not. 1-1 pitch from Mullins coming to Young. This one, weakly fluttered. It's going to be a tough play. Worsing just now to it. He throws to first in time to retire the side. DeKalb County gets 2 back. We'll head to the second. It's a 3-2 ball game. High school baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment is on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate quality care for all patients from local people you can trust, so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and get your vehicle serviced by their highly trained professionals. Right now, you can save money on oil changes, regular maintenance, and battery installation. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
We head to the second inning in a 3-2 ball game. Upperman raced out to the early lead. DeKalb County with the answer. Still a long way to go in this one. Andrew Hedrick, Braden Green, Chris Worsing due up for the Bees in this half inning. Upperman winners of 5 of their last 6 games. DeKalb County losing 2 in a row and 10 of their last 11, but a fun midweek game here between 2 former district rivals, and it doesn't feel right that these two are no longer in the same district, considering the proximity and the size, but such is life in this state.
I was going to say, it's about, a 30-minute, 25-minute drive between these two schools. It feels like they should be in the same district together.
I know it's closer than the drive from DeKalb County to Lafayette, which they share a district with each other.
Or Upperman to Stone Memorial or Cumberland County.
Cookeville to Lincoln County.
Yeah,
that makes total sense.
Yeah, that's, when their closest drive is an hour, something's not right.
Andrew Hedrick climbs in for his first AB of the ball game. Young back out there in inning number 2 as that one misses outside ball 1.
How about those Cavaliers?
What a
Goodness.
big win on Tuesday.
You get Coffee Monday and Tuesday as well coming up.
Hedrick watches that one miss in the same spot outside ball 2. And order of business for Andrew Hedrick right now is to set the table for Braden Green and Chris Worsing, the big bats looming.
He's been able to do so far, especially these last couple of weeks. Another one of these younger guys that has really performed well here at the bottom part of the lineup and then also out in the field.
Mentioned in the first inning there was already action. There's still action over in the DeKalb County bullpen to our right. As it's quickly 3-0 here. You imagine the stop sign on for Andrew Hedrick ahead of this pitch. Let us know in the comments who you are, where you're watching from, who you're cheering for today. As he'll take that one inside ball 4. Nick's restaurant walk, and Hedrick does set the table. Here comes Braden Green, who opened the game with a fly out to left. Hit it pretty well. And we looking to put something in play here, and it'll come after a mound visit for DeKalb County. This is likely not going to be a change, just a discussion.
It's like a good time for Braden Otani to make his appearance.
It's been a little bit since we've seen Braden Otani on the scene with a long ball. Really, this has been a hit parade for both teams. Just base runners everywhere, and you're just trying to be next in line. Get on base, move it, the carousel along. This is also buying some time out there in the bullpen, I would imagine, for DeKalb. See if they go break this up.
I was going to say.
The 4-pitch walk to open the inning puts Andrew Hedrick down at first. And for Hedrick, how about the 8th walk he's worked already this season?
Yeah, he's another one of those guys that has risen his batting average. His on-base percentage this last week or so, week and a half, has been really, really good. When you can bring production out of that 9 spot, just makes your team so much better, and you get it back to the big bats at the top.
Young slides and delivers a big looping breaking ball across for strike 1 to Braden Green. And that thing is not moving fast, but it had a lot of movement on it as it dove all the way across and through.
You got to take an extra beat up there and then some.
It's all about that location and being effective with the mix. And now I'll bring the fastball, and Green will rip this one, angling into the gap. Hedrick will round second just now to it as it goes into the fence out in center. Hedrick turns into third. West Shank says go. Here comes the throw in from short, and the tag in time. A tremendous relay in from center on an aggressive send as Tucker Webb, who's now over at short, gunned him down at home.
Yeah, that's a good job and a good throw in as well. Great relay, got to it late out at the fence, and Coach Shanks takes the gamble, and Hedrick just not able to get there in time, and Coach Shanks going to have a conversation. He just wants a little chat, see what it looked like at home plate there, but a great job of the DeKalb County defense. Get it in time, and a good tag applied at home as well.
And I'll be honest, I think this is a legitimate gripe. It looked like that tag missed him as Hedrick slid in.
He kind of went in instead of with the glove, goes in with the bare hand.
He went with the bare hand, and I don't think he got the tag. It's not going to get overturned, but to my eye, I thought he actually beat it. Now, the throw beat him by a mile, but I thought he may have gotten it ahead of the tag. Either way, it's another tee-up double for Upperman, the third of the game for the Bees. Braden Green stands at second, but a huge relay in from center. And the realignment in the field means somebody who was in the field is over there in the bullpen right now for DeKalb County as Webb is at short. Chris Worsing in for his second AB. He walked and came around to score in the first. There's that big breaking ball, misses outside for ball one.
Webb's still at second.
You're right. It was Reed Midget on the throw in from short. My apologies. You are spot on. It was a great throw in from Midget.
Yeah, it was.
As that one misses low, and talked about Midget and Mullins earlier in the top half. Freshmen everywhere.
Yeah.
And Reed Midget, he's going to be a really good player. Already is a really good player, and he showed it off there.
Saw him back there on the gridiron earlier this season as well.
Here comes the 1-1. And one misses low to Worsing, 2-1. And so there are some big-time future players on this field in this game. And Midget, my apologies. I don't know why I thought it was 7. It was 4 on the throw-in from short. That one misses low and outside, and there are worse things in the world with the base emptied than walking Chris Worsing.
I don't know. You got Carson Shoup in the on-deck circle.
That's a great point.
And at this point, it ain't getting a whole lot easier.
Yeah, 1 through 9, Upperman's hitting the daylights out of the ball right now. Nearly everybody's already reached in this game, and they're only one time through the order. Young with a long look back. Comes into Worsing with the 3-1, and he will rip this one into left. And we'll see how aggressive West Shanks is this time. He'll hold up the stop sign on green. And Worsing reaches for the second time in this second inning as it's runners at the corners for Upperman for Carson Shoup.
About the same situation DeKalb County had in that last inning as well. And the hard hit ball out to left, kind of got there too quickly. Green gets it in quickly. That time it would be brought in quickly by the Tigers defense to hold the runners at the corners. But here comes Carson Shoup with an opportunity now with one away.
And that decision to send the runner looms large because it could be a bases loaded situation or one across already for Upperman in this inning. Instead, there's an out on the board, and Young trying to get an inning double play. As Shoup sees the breaking ball, he'll roll this one over. Midget fields it to his right, throws towards second in time for out number 1. Throw to first is not in time, and they will trade an out for a run as Braden Green scores, give Carson Shoup the RBI on the fielder's choice, and Upperman makes it 4-2.
Yeah, Shoup a good job there. Hits it into a tough spot, but able to get that out at second base. The Tigers able to get that second out of the inning, but a run across to kind of get a little bit of an answer here for the Bees to go back up by 2 runs. But they're looking to tack on a few more. They still got the meat of their lineup up and some base runners on.
Denton Huddleston flew out to right in his first appearance. Climbs in here for attempt number 2. We've seen Young really rely on the breaking ball in this half inning. And that time he got Shoup out in front of it a little bit and couldn't rolled over the hands, I should say. And the first pitch is a fastball across for strike 1, 0-1. 6 combined runs already through just over an inning. 0-1 into Huddleston. That one bounces in, and Shoup will advance over 90 feet into scoring position. Dahl just now to it as he takes the turnaround second.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Coach Shanks decides to do with his pitching in this game as well. Obviously, you've got Mullins starting, but you have your top 3 guys available, and Green, Worsing, and Wolke, so you can really bring them in at any time, go 1 or 2 innings at a time as well.
One coming. Good pitch. Huddleston able to lay off, though, as it just misses up and out, and it's 2-1 here to Denton Huddleston. Colin Young with a couple of looks back. That one misses outside to Huddleston, and it's 3-1. Base empty over at first, but another dangerous hitter, Jackson Green, who already has a 2 RBI double looming on deck. Sun's starting to cast some shadows. It could be an issue for kind of the right side of the defense. 3-1 to Huddleston. He'll lay off that one. Ball 4. Another Nick's Restaurant walk. And now 8 out of the 9 hitters in the order for Upperman have reached in this game. Jackson Green will climb in. Mentioned the 2 RBI double. He ripped it down the third base line. As a runner will come on for the catcher, Huddleston. It'll be Rylan Case coming to run. And Jackson Green has runners at first and second with 2 outs, trying to extend a 2-run Upperman lead.
And mentioned those shadows. Center fielder already kind of battling those out in center. Obviously, the right fielder going to be battling it if the ball is hit out to him. And first baseman in there, second baseman, pitcher as well. That sun is going to be a little bit difficult. Even some of the runners out there on the base path are Case now over at first.
Young with a glance back towards second. And Green, late decision. He'll flick this one foul. 0-1. If you missed the breaking news of the day, Lamar Rogers stepping down as head coach of Clark Range after 50 seasons. As Green sends this one up into the air, going to be a very tough play. Into the Bermuda Triangle. Midget gives it a run. He lays out, and it will drop. 1 run will score. It's a bloop RBI single for Jackson Green. Hit it where they ain't. He does that. 3 RBIs today for the freshman.
I mean, Midget gave that just an unbelievable effort from his shortstop position. It's behind the third base bag, almost to the foul line. Left fielder had no chance, and he gives it a diving effort, unable to get there, and a good piece of hitting again. You mentioned put it where they're not, and Green is able to do so. Now Brown, another chance here with the runners on first and second.
Sawyer Brown, he reached on an error back in the first. He's got runners at first and second, and a 5-2 lead for Upperman. For Coach Rogers, 1,014 games above 500 in his career is insane. What a legendary career. Congratulations to him. A well-earned stepping away from coaching. Still be in the school as the athletic director, but we'll see who's going to follow that.
Yeah, good luck.
Man, we'll have it for you when that decision is made. Good pitch. That may be the best fastball of the game from Colin Young. Around the inside corner for strike 1.
Now just get ready. Time's going to be called once he comes set.
There it is, right on cue. And it's becoming a thing
They
now.
started that on Saturday.
They're screaming about it. It's just going to happen. It's resets instead of being down in the count by 2 strikes.
You walk off Boyd Buchanan, do what you want.
Brown has runners at first and second. 2 across for the Bees already. 2 outs in the second. He sends this one way up into the air, into left field. Under it and left, stepping over to his left to make the catch to retire the side is Gavin Frazier. Upperman gets 2 more, and they've regained a 3-run advantage. It's 5-2 Bees. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
At the Quality Family, we believe care isn't just a service, it's a promise.
Whether you're bouncing back from surgery, navigating a serious illness, or need essential equipment to stay independent,
We provide skilled home health, compassionate hospice, and reliable DME services right where you need them most. At home.
covering communities in Kentucky and Tennessee, we're in your corner.
The Quality Family. Trusted care right where life happens.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They are also proud to sponsor Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing's Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Be sure to stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
8-9-1, due up for the DeKalb County Tigers in the bottom of the second inning. A lot of offense so far in this one. 5-2 is the Upperman lead, and it was changed. Back in the first inning, Sawyer Brown gave him an RBI single on his reaching on what was an error. I think that's the right call, and after further review, they make the swap. So another base hit on the board for Upperman, who now has 7 in the game. And it will be Dawson Mullins on the mound. The DeKalb County offense, they were very good. 2 runs on 3 hits, left 2 on in the first inning, looking to claw back into it again, down by 3. Nick Dahl will lead things off.
Yeah, we're aggressive early on, jumping on Mullins early in the counts, and then Mullins started to get away from the strike zone a little bit, mixing more of that breaking ball, so they're a little bit more patient, but still able to hit it up well and got 2 runs across.
First pitch is across for ball 1.
Mullins is a guy, especially as a freshman, they're wanting to get into that top 4, top 3 of the lineup in that starting rotation. And obviously, he is kind of that number 4 spot right now. Barnes up there as well. And obviously, we saw Huddleston really throw it well against Smith County last week, too.
This one is ripped into center, but an Adam ball. Dalton Mathis right there to make the catch for out number 1.
That's you got another good center fielder out there. Maybe not as much as speed as Justin Fallon from years past, but he's been able to read it well early on in his young varsity career and has played those ones well. That one well hit, but able to read it well and gets in on it early.
Ben Driver will climb in. He's trying to set the table for Colin Donnell in the top of the order here for DeKalb County. And for Mullins, he would love to be the first guy to get a clean inning worked in this game. Set himself up to go deeper. And first pitch swinging. This one rolled over towards Worsing Fields. Cleanly hit. Short, long throw on a line, and catch is made for out number 2.
That's how you run through a bag right there. He's about halfway down that right field line. He's got some speed too, but Worsing able to make a good throw, and like you said, quick couple of outs so far.
And Chris Worsing, he can move everywhere, but this weekend he moved to short, and we kind of looked at each other and went, yeah, he's a shortstop. And now Colin Donnell will climb in, the right fielder.
He has his nose is plugged up. He had some blood coming down. Actually, you could see it on his left arm sleeve.
Hopefully he's okay. His first pitch is across for ball 1. 1-0 from Mullins.
He's got a plug in it right now to kind of stop it.
Good pitch from Dawson Mullins across. Strike 1, it's 1-1.
Mullins trying to work that quick inning, try to go clean, not allow any runs, and keep that 3-run cushion where it is.
1-1. Good job to hold those hands back by Donnell as that one misses low. 2-1. Mullins trying to work a clean inning as this one is sent way up into the air. Worsing ranging back. Green says he has it, and he does to retire the side. A 1-2-3 inning worked by the Upperman defense. We'll head to the third in a 5-2 ball game. Jacob Vinson will have the action for you on the other side. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network. Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential and multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate has been supporting student-athletes in the Upper Cumberland since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Sonia Brown, realtor with American Way Real Estate, is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Are you looking for the best dining experience in the Upper Cumberland? Visit Fire and Vine in Cookeville's historic West Side. Fire and Vine offers great service and a unique menu, including mouth-watering deep dish pizza, delectable beef, chicken, fish, and more. Take in stunning views from the rooftop while enjoying your meal. Come and experience the charm and flavor of Fire and Vine, your new favorite spot for a memorable dining experience. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Bees back to the plate in the top of 3. They've got a 5-2 lead. It's still Colin Young on the mound for the DeKalb County Tigers in a 5-2 ball game. 7-8-9 due-up for Upperman here in inning number 3. Brayton Wolke, Dawson Mullins, and Andrew Hedrick, and those 3 have reached base a couple of times already here in the contest. Wolke 1 for 1 with a single so far, and now they've been able to see Young a couple of times. Obviously, this being the second time for Wolke and Mullins and Hedrick here in the inning, but been able to time him up well through the first 2 innings with those 5 runs across.
Yeah, Upperman's been executing so far, and the bats have been in rhythm, and now they're looking for a little separation and got that big 1-2-3 inning in the bottom of the second, so they see if that stabilizes their defense a little bit. But they're looking for the hit onslaught to continue. And whoever is up in the bullpen is going to be very loose because they've been warming up for now over 2 innings.
Yeah, I don't know if they've made changes or not, or if it's been the same guy like you mentioned. So he's definitely fresh. He's ready to go.
The catcher's ready to go, I'll tell you that.
That one going to be inside for ball 1.
It's a pretty good pitch.
I thought so too. They got another guy going out there to the bullpen as well. I don't know if he's just bringing baseballs out or warming up or what. There's the 1-0. That's upstairs. 2 balls and no strikes here to Braden Wolke, the right fielder today for the Bees. He's kind of been out there most of the season when he's not been on the mound.
Young's made some tough pitches, but there's been a couple of moments. There's a 4-pitch walk in there, and you put hitters on against this lineup, you can get into trouble.
2-0 swung on in the hole is Midget, makes the throw, high throw, and it's not going to be there. And I think Wolke probably was close to beating that out too. Yeah, we're going infield single on that one. So Braden Wolke now 2 for 2 with a couple of singles as he's able to beat it down the line. Base runner aboard, a leadoff base runner aboard here for the Bees with Dawson Mullins to the plate.
Yeah, it's a good effort for Midget. He has to work all the way to his right, make about the longest throw you can make in the infield, and Wolke was barreling down the line. It had to be a perfect throw really hard, and I don't think he was going to be there in time, so give the single to Braden Wolke.
Dawson Mullins steps in, 0 for 1 with a fly out to left. He's got a runner on first and nobody out as he tries to help out his own cause on the mound. Young looks in out of the stretch and delivers, and that one's right there for strike 1.
And that's the one thing about Young, you got to give him credit. When he's had those walks or kind of lost the control, he's been able to rally it back. That's a good pitch to get him ahead of the hitter.
Been in the zone for the most part. Big reason why the Bees been able to get some hits out there as well. Young, the 0-1 on the way. This one swung on. Mullins puts it down in the gap in right center. He's able to find his first trip to first base today. Stopping at second is Wolke. He'll be back in. Is getting to it quickly. Out in right was Callan Donnell. And the first 2 base runners have reached. Here comes Andrew Hedrick.
Over the first few weeks of this season, I feel like we've seen a new freshman kind of emerge. It was Jackson Green first, and then you had Sawyer or Denton Huddleston, and then you have Sawyer Brown. Right now it feels like Dawson Mullins is finding his sea legs. Got in there late after basketball. He's pitching well. He barreled up in his first AB, and now gets another one for the base hit, and it's time for the first change of the day on the mound.
Call to the bullpen for the Tigers will step aside. You're watching high school baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate proudly presents this 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home on 9 acres. Enjoy countryside living from your covered front porch, screened-in back porch, or fenced backyard. This home features functionality with lots of natural light. For more information, visit chadandamycrouch.com or call 931-979-1191. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Turfmasters Landscape Management has been serving the Upper Cumberland since 1996. They offer a variety of services, including lawn maintenance, landscape design and installation, landscape lighting, irrigation systems, and more. They also provide snow and ice removal during the cold winter months. For more information, contact Matt Wilson at 931-261-1587 today. Turfmasters Landscape Management is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Looking for weekend lunch and dinner plans? Since 1971, Nick's Restaurant has been locally owned and operated. From mouth-watering prime rib to delectable ice cream pie, Nick's has it all. Their cozy atmosphere and great service will make you feel right at home. Plus, their banquet space is perfect for any event. Visit them at 895 South Jefferson Avenue or online at nickscookville.com. Nick's Restaurant is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
A call to the bullpen for the DeKalb County Tigers with 2 base runners aboard here in the top of the 3rd for the Bees as Andrew Hedrick is at the plate. On the mound now is Anthony Moore in relief of Colin Young, and he pitched earlier this week against Central Magnet.
Threw on Monday in a loss against Central Magnet. 1 inning pitched, allowed 2 hits, 2 runs, one of them earned with 2 walks and 1 strikeout. Moore threw 24 pitches in that Monday game against Central.
Of course, DeKalb County, a couple of losses to Central earlier this week. Upperman already a win against Central Magnet. That was a couple of weeks ago when they played at Gibbs. They won that game 8-5. DeKalb County losing to Central 15-9 Monday and 7-3 on Tuesday. So Hedrick steps in, and this has been an opportunity in a spot where you'll see a lot of small ball from the Bees. Now, he has been swinging it well, but with nobody out and runners on first and second, I would expect the bunt to possibly be on here for Hedrick in this 9 spots.
They're not really protecting the bunt in the corners. I mean, he could bunt for a single with pretty much ease if it's a halfway good one.
And they try to throw outside kind of away from it, and they're going to keep the third baseman over there for now. We'll see if that changes in the defensive alignment.
I mean, all you got to do is put it down the third base line, and everybody's safe. I mean, this is...
Especially with the speed that Hedrick has. So the only play that's going to be made is from the pitcher on the mound and more.
If it's a halfway decent bunt, he's safe.
And he puts it down, pops it up just a little bit, but foul. He's trying to push it a little bit so the catcher can't get to it either. And it's the first strike of the at-bat. So 1-1 count here to Hedrick, who has already reached once, reached on a walk back in the second, and then he was thrown out trying to take home on the hit by Braden Green, who stands in the on-deck circle. The 1-1. And it's called strike in the outside corner, 1 ball and 2 strikes. So now Hedrick will step in with 2-strike approach and runners on first and second. Nobody out here in the top of 3. The pitch is upstairs. Ball 2, and the count evens up at 2 apiece.
And you really got to hunker down here and find a way to get an out if you're DeKalb in this spot. You do not want bases loaded or already one across for Braden Green and Chris Worsing coming up next.
Braden Wolke stands on second. Mullins at first. Swung on by Hedrick and in the infield. That'll be an out as Midget will come up and make the catch for the first out of the inning.
It's a good job by Moore. He gets that first out, and now you can turn 2 and you end the inning. But you got new life trying to finally put a 0 on the board for an Upperman team that's been all over the base paths.
So 1 gone in the inning. Still runners on first and second for the Bees as Braden Green steps to the plate. A fly out and a double so far. He scored a run back in the second. He has hit it well already early on. Hit it well out to left for the out to start the game in the first, and then rip the double in left center. And when you can get the power going to that opposite side of the field, that is pretty good as that one blocked up, but then bounces away all the way to the backstop here on the near side, third base side, and both runners going to advance now to second and third.
And Moore that time needs to come cover home. If Upperman was a little bit more aggressive, that could have been very interesting because Wolke had a chance to round third and head home, and there was really nobody there. It would have been a foot race to the middle of the baseline.
It was kind of off the side of Dahl. Was unable to keep it in front as that one misses outside. It's quickly 2-0 here to Braden Green.
And this is where you say, okay, you got the base empty, but then you look on deck and you go, probably should act like the base isn't empty.
2-0 pitch on the way from Moore. That's outside, ball 3. So a 3-0 count here to Green.
Mentioned the walks that he issued on Monday. That was an issue for him.
And it is ball 4, a 4-pitch walk issued to Braden Green, and his bases loaded for Chris Worsing.
And as soon as that pitch left his hand, a Tiger went sprinting down to the bullpen. So if you look through the Tiger stats game by game, a lot of guys pitch. They will roll them. There's a lot of 14-pitch appearances for DeKalb County through the season.
Well, here comes Chris Worsing with the bases juiced and 1 out in the top of 3. A 5-2 lead right now for the Bees. The pitch from Moore is outside for ball 1, and it's 1-0. And this will be a situation, too, where you're probably watching. However, if you're Chris Worsing, you're saying, give me one over the middle of the plate.
This is why this Upperman lineup's starting to feel a lot more dangerous as this season has progressed. There's just not a lot of room to breathe. Oh, my goodness.
Well, they called a strike on the inside corner, 1-1.
And Chris just looked back and, okay. That is a bailout call for a guy who's been struggling to find the zone a little bit. You'll take it, though, if you're DeKalb.
Moore's 1-1. Breaking ball. Sent in the air to left. Left fielder under it. He will make the grab. Tagging up from third, Wolke. That's a really good throw in, but it's not going to be in time. So it'll be a sac fly RBI for the Bees, and they take a 6-2 lead as Chris Worsing gets the job done.
Yeah, I think if you're Moore, you'll take that trade-off. He threw a good breaking ball. I think Worsing was sitting fastball, and he tried to hold those hands back, couldn't get enough on it. So you surrender the run, but you get the out, and now it's 2 on, but they're at first and second, nobody at third. You're just fine there trying to hunker down and get one more out.
So 2 gone now. Here comes Carson Shoup, and again, he has been aboard twice already. A double and a run scored in the first. He reached.
Yeah,
Was that the walk?
That was a lot happened. He reached on a fielder's choice 6-4 with an RBI mixed in.
There you go.
There you go.
Well, he's to the plate now, and then, of course, I colored it in so I could see where the runs were. That made it really confusing. This one is ripped by Shoup out to left. Left fielder right at him, and he's able to make the catch for the final out of the inning. Here in the top of 3, 1 run across for the Bees. They lead 6-2 heading to the bottom half of the third. You're watching high school baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Tee-Up is the Upper Cumberland's best indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art golf simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. Want to know where you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. They also have plenty of other games to enjoy time with friends. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teeupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee-Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. The Real Estate Collective is a team of experienced, licensed real estate agents serving the entire Upper Cumberland region. Whether you are looking to buy or sell, the RICO team is ready to serve you. With a focus on people over profits, you can rest assured the Real Estate Collective can help make your real estate dreams a reality. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their current listings at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Bottom of 3 here at DeKalb County High School. I'm Jacob Vincent, Noah McKay, Cameron Hughes on the broadcast today. Happy Masters Thursday, opening up in Augusta today.
Hello, friends.
Scotty Scheffler, solid 2 under rounds. How about Rory McIlroy? Doesn't have the pressure anymore. He's got the green jacket, 5 under today.
I hate him. You know I don't like him at all.
I do know that.
I don't like him at all.
What about Burns?
Fine.
He's 5 under.
Irrelevant
We like
to
that.
me. Irrelevant to me.
A lot of guys at 3, a lot of guys
My guy's
at 2.
4 over, so that didn't. I love Bryson.
He struggled a little bit.
I think Rory is a scumbag. So I just don't.
I don't think you're alone in that.
I don't like him at all.
Dawson Mullins still on the mound for the Bees. Stepping to the plate for the Tigers here in the bottom of 3. 2, 3, and 4.
Still having a victory tour a year after you won it, buddy. Nobody cares. Yeah, I could care less if the tournament starts. Then don't show up. Go to Ireland or wherever you're from.
I think he's Northern Ireland.
Yeah, well, get out of here.
Cooper Odom, Tucker Webb, and Anderson Fortner due up here for the Tigers in the inning. That first pitch is ball 1-0.
He shot 500 at Augusta. I don't really care. I won it last year. Who cares? Jerk.
There's the 1-0 from Mullins. That's a called strike, 1-1. Anything else on Rory McIlroy?
Well, we got plenty of time.
You were a big fan of Zarzer on the radio broadcast for the Masters.
Well, I was, and then I remember why I don't like him either.
That one is tomahawked into the football field, and it's 1-2.
See how we're telling stories, then mixing in, calling what's happening? He does not
Baseball.
do that. He does not do that. We're listening to Masters on the radio. I need to know what's happening. I'm just hearing cheering in the background while he's talking about the 1960s. What is going on?
It's a 1-2 pitch here to Odom. Mullins readies and fires. The breaking ball blocked up well by Huddleston. The count even up at 2 apiece.
When we do games on the radio, which we do from time to time, we call the game. They can't see like they can see right now.
Right.
It's a crazy concept.
It is. 2-2 pitch. Mullins looking in. Trying to get the sign from Huddleston. Now readies. 2-2 on the way. Swung on and missed. It's a strikeout for Dawson Mullins on the mound. His first of the day and the first out of the inning here in the 3rd.
That is a great 2-strike pitch by Dawson Mullins because it's that elevated fastball. It's letter high. It's very tough to get your hands around on, but it looks like something you can hit a long way. Great pitch in a good location to get the punch out.
3 runs came across in that first inning, or I beg your pardon, 2 runs came across in that first inning for the Tigers. A clean inning in the second for Mullins with a couple of flyouts and a ground out. He's got a strikeout here in the 3rd to start it off as Tucker Webb steps to the plate, and he's ahead 0-1.
Seems like he's loosened up a little bit, too. A little more pop on the fastball as it comes in.
Obviously a long break as well. Played on Saturday, but played 6 games last week, so they kind of needed that break. Not playing here until Thursday, off in district plays. This one is swung on by Webb, out to right, but short in right. Back to get it is Hedrick. He makes the catch for out number 2.
That's a nice play by Hedrick as well. Backpedaling, having to track it against the setting sun to make a tough play look easy, and Mullins starting to find his groove out there. Upperman starting to separate a little bit. This is an important moment for DeKalb County to at least apply some resistance. Don't want to go down 1-2-3 for the second straight inning.
So Anderson Fortner, the first baseman, steps to the plate for the second time. Reached in the first.
Fielder's choice. Then advancing a wild pitch.
Big looping breaking ball, just a little bit up for ball 1. Mullins trying to work his second quick inning, and mentioned be interesting to see what the pitching looks like today for the Bees. If he goes quickly again through the third, you could leave him out there for the fourth. And obviously you still want to mix in your top two guys in Jackson Green and Chris Worsing. That one's inside.
Depends on what happens offensively for Upperman.
That too,
I mean,
yeah.
They're a healthy inning away from flirting with something different in this game and having a different amount of innings played.
Lead by 4 runs right now in the bottom of 3. Mullins looks in and delivers home the 2-0. Inside, ball 3.
And the difference between that pitch and the strikeout he had earlier is the elevated fastball. That's it on the hands. A lot tougher to get the swing and miss on that one because it's a little bit closer to the eyes.
So Fortner heading the count at 3-0. He'll step in, looking for one spot, but probably taken with 2 outs and nobody on. Mullins will deliver home. It's right there for strike 1.
Good crowd on hand today.
Former district opponents for the last long time, now region opponents. Comes the 3-1 on the way from Mullins. Strike 2.
Back-to-back fastballs at the knees, one on the outside corner, one on the inside corner. That's good pitching for the young man.
3 balls and 2 strikes to Anderson Fortner at the plate. Dawson Mullins is on the mound as he looks in. He's got the sign into his motion and delivers home. The payoff swung on left side of the infield, off the mound and into the outfield. Good piece of hitting there. Got away from Mathis in center field as well, but Fortner didn't realize it. So he stays at first, and it's just the single.
Yeah, it's a good hit by Fortner, but that's why you take the hard turn, especially on something into the outfield. It can't get you behind you. You take that hard turn, you see it. You're standing at second. That could be the difference between a run scored and not being able to cash it in this half inning.
So a 2-out single for Anderson Fortner will send the shortstop Reed Midget to the plate. He has singled once already today. He steps to the plate now with a runner on first and 2 gone. Mullins will work out of the stretch with the runner on. We've seen the Tigers be fairly aggressive on the base path when they've had runners on. This is a very big lead. This one swung on first pitch, and it's a foul ball, 0-1.
And Mullins, he's gotten a lot of those kind of over-the-hand swings that have lead to grounders and weak contact. Haven't been a ton of barrels after that first inning for DeKalb County.
Been able to move the location, execute a little bit better. Not as much of the breaking ball. Been able to pinpoint that fastball for the most part. Now time will be asked for by Midget. He'll step out. 6-2 lead for the Bees here in the bottom of 3 with 2 outs. The Tigers at the plate trying to get back into it. Had 2 runs across in the first. They've got a runner on first and 2 gone. Healthy lead over at first for Fortner. Check to him. Good check. Back in safely as Brown applies the tag.
And with how those leads have separated for DeKalb County, you almost have to throw over. Even if you know you're not going to get the out, you've got to just keep them honest there, or they'll just keep moving further and further away.
You don't want to let them get an easy stolen bag and not even give your catcher in Huddleston a chance behind the plate.
The lead right now is about a foot closer than it was last time.
0-1. It well towards left center, and that one just past the outstretched hand of Chris Worsing as it gets into the outfield. Mathis gets the throw in. Back-to-back singles, and Gavin Frazier steps to the plate now.
Yeah, an important sequence here for DeKalb County. Mentioned they needed to put up some fight. 5 straight had been retired. They weren't really putting together strong ABs. That's changed here in the heart of the order, and now can they cash in and claw into the deficit a little bit?
So Gavin Frazier, the left fielder, 1 for 1 with a single, has made some nice plays out in the left. He's got runners on first and second and 2 away. We're at the bottom of 3 as the Tigers trail by 4 runs. Both runners take their lead. Fortner at second, Midget now over at first as he blocks the sun. Mullins a peek back to second base as Hedrick holds the runner on. Now delivers home. The breaking ball dips low for ball 1.
Good job to lay off of that one. It was moving.
You can tell he was wanting to swing at it as it started kind of the inside corner and able to break down low. 1-0 count. Frazier at the plate. Mullins will come set in the stretch. Delivers home. Popped up. Right in the middle of the field. Hedrick back there, multiple players back there. The shortstop Orsing will call him off. He'll make the catch. Bees strand a couple of runners. They retain their 6-2 lead, and we head to the 4th. You're watching high school baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future. It's what we do. Mayberry's Furniture has been family-owned and operated since 1946 and is now serving the Upper Cumberland with locations in both Crossville and Cookville, offering the largest array of solid wood furniture and mattresses in the area. They also provide a best price guarantee and in-house service and delivery. Stop into their 15,000 square foot showroom at 1020 South Willow Avenue in Cookville to see their selection of Amish solid wood, flex steel, Tempur-Pedic, Sealy Posturepedic, and much more today. Mayberry's Furniture is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the high school football game of the week on the UCR Media Network.
Bees are back to the plate here in the top half of four. DeKalb County High School, 6-2 they lead. A non-district game this year against the Tigers. 4, 5, and 6 due up for Upperman, Denton Huddleston, Jackson Green, and Sawyer Brown. Today's broadcast presented by Gentry's Power Equipment. Appreciate them for being the presenting sponsor of Upperman baseball this season. They were football, basketball, awesome. Now baseball, and it's the whole school year for the Upperman Bees.
They're awesome. A couple of years ago, they came into the fold and just been tremendous. And, sponsors that you see all over our stuff, we do a lot of stuff. We so appreciate, and they've never told me no, which is incredible because I ask a lot. And they step up in a major way to help us do what we do. Presenting sponsor of Upperman Athletics all year long, now including into the postseason. Just phenomenal folks. Paul and Donna, they do a great job. The entire team does, and they treat people the right way. And also, it's getting warm, and so you need a new mower. You need your serviced. Go and see them and tell them that we sent you.
Goose is out covering the Alex Cassidy Classic at Jackson County today. A few games out there. You'll have that coverage coming to the website, uppercumberlandreporter.com, also on our Facebook page. Anthony Moore is out there on the mound for his second inning of work. Came on in relief of Colin Young back in the third. He faced a few batters, induced an infield fly. He gave up a walk and then a sac fly and a fly out.
I didn't think Upperman was patient enough because of some of the control issues that we've seen. And Huddleston has been more patient here, ahead 2-0, and a couple of those outs came on pitches that would have been balls, and they went chasing. So we'll see if that's an adjustment here into the fourth.
Huddleston flew out to right his first plate appearance. He drew a walk second time up and now calls for time with a 2-0 count. Leadoff batter here in the fourth is the freshman. He steps on Moore in the motion. Brings it home.
Good pitch.
And it's right there for strike one.
Yeah, really good pitch. And now you've put it out there, hit that fastball right on the spot you're looking for. Get back into the count for Moore.
Huddleston steps in as the shadows become a lot longer on the field here at DeKalb County. That one's outside. It's ball three. 3 balls and a strike here to the catcher for the Bees.
Upperman scored in every inning so far. 3 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third. Their offense has been in rhythm despite 5 days away.
Moore delivers. Outside ball 4. Huddleston has his second drawn walk of the ball game.
Yeah, not a bad pitch for Moore. But he's trying to get back to that same spot. This time, catcher had to turn the mid over. Took it further out. And that's a really good AB for the freshman Huddleston. And this is the series of freshmen in the lineup. One that has a lot of it, but Huddleston, Green, and Brown coming up 1, 2, 3.
Huddleston draws the walk. Rylan Cates will come on to run. Jackson Green now to the plate. He has driven in 3 runs already today. He is 2 for 2 with a double and a single. He steps to the plate for the third time with another runner on base over at first in the form of Rylan Case now, and nobody out. Swinging it well here in the middle part of the lineup. And that one misses outside, and it's 1-0. And he mentioned the walk issues for Moore earlier this week on Monday against Central Magnet. Already 2 walks, and they do have more action in the bullpen. They had a guy out there in the last inning, so he's been warned for a little while. Runner goes. Trying to go for the hit and run. The throw down, and Case able to take the second base bag anyways. It's a stolen bag.
Even if the hit and run is on. You've been drilled in your head. You got to swing, you got to swing, you got to swing. And he didn't want to swing at all in that one, but he just gave the obligatory hack through. I guess it worked because the runner moved over. But
he's in scoring position, and it's 1-1 count.
It was a good job for Case. He was going to be safe either way.
The breaking ball outside. 2 balls and a strike here. Still ahead in the count now is Green.
That was when you hit the wrong button on MLB The Show as it's coming by. Oh, man.
Oops. Still ahead in the count, a runner in scoring position now with nobody away in the top half of the fourth. Moore's 2-1 pitch upstairs. 3 balls and a strike now to Jackson Green with Sawyer Brown in the on-deck circle.
Order business right now. If you're Coach Webb, you're saying got to throw strikes. Need something across the plate. If they hit it, so be it. Got to find a way to rally this in and put it across the zone.
Moore.
Good pitch.
Called strike in the outside corner. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Jackson Green at the plate. Runner at second is Ryland Case running for Denton Huddleston, who drew the walk to open up the inning here with the fourth. Nobody out in the top half of the fourth, a 6-2 lead. The pitch from Moore, outside, ball 4. Second straight walk here in the inning, and the first 2 batters have reached. Here comes Sawyer Brown, already an RBI single today for the Bees. And they're going to get a runner on here, it looks like, for Jackson Green as well.
Going to be Jackson West coming on to run for him. Jackson for Jackson.
So Coach Shanks makes the change. So now West and Case running at first and second, and Sawyer Brown, who has really been swinging it well. 1 for 2 already today with a run batted in. He's got a couple ducks on the pond here in the top of the fourth.
And Upperman here trying to do what they haven't been able to do, which is break it open. That's something they really haven't been able to do in any game this year after the 3rd game of the season. And we'll see if they can finally do that here and put it away.
Anthony Moore on the mound trying to find the strike zone. Couple of walks to start it here in the inning, and that one's across for strike 1.
A lot of young players in this game.
Yeah.
2 of the youngest teams in the Upper Cumberland battling it out. It makes for entertaining games, though. You never know what's going to happen when you have this many young guys.
Brown didn't get time, rips it anyways, caught it third, step on the bag, looked to first, no throw, so just the force out at third. Nice play by the third baseman on the ground ball to just step on the bag as Cooper Odom is able to secure the first down of the inning.
And it's a really good job by Odom, as you mentioned. He stayed with it, but then to not throw. There's all these shadows across the field. You're probably not going to get him anyway, and if you sail that throw at all, a run could come across. So a good decision to get the lead runner and then make the safe play.
So runners at first and second still with 1 away as Braden Wilkie steps to. That one hits Dahl kind of in the left arm, gets away. They advance. And now runners on second and third. Wilkie at the plate. He is 2 for 2. Couple of singles and a run scored today.
Coach Shanks is coaching with a little bit of fire today. He's getting into him a little bit out there.
He knows how much talent he has, especially young talent on this roster this year, and return a ton of it next year. But they got some big goals this year as well. Dahl able to block that one up with runners at second and third.
Well, if any program in recent history knows what you can do with a bunch of young talent.
Yeah, it's a very good point. Coming up on, what, 4 years ago, or is that 5 technically?
We're old.
So that one gets away from Dahl, trying to score from third, and doing so are the Bees. They get the run across. It's Jackson West who's able to score the run, and the Bees take a 7-2 lead here in the top of the fourth, and then advancing over to third in the process is Sawyer Brown.
Yeah, it's tough for DeKalb. 2 wild pitches have led to a run coming across, and another just 90 feet away. Just looking for strikes here in this spot. He's made some good pitches, trying to find that groove again.
And it's quickly 3-0 here to Braden Wilkie. It's outside ball 4. The third walk in the inning issued by Moore on the mound.
And the coaches are having a discussion for DeKalb County. I think which one's going to go out is the question. And it will not be Coach Webb. It's going to be a discussion. That action continues over in the Tiger Pen.
Now they had 1 guy warming up. They may have a second guy out there as well. So getting a couple of arms loose out of there in the bullpen. Just a visit to the mound right now with 1 away in the top of 4. Already a run across as Braden Wilkie draws the walk. Runners on the corners. Sawyer Brown is over at third. Wilkie at first, and Dawson Mullins now stepping to the plate. He is swinging well. He had a deep fly ball out to left in his first plate appearance. Singled his second time up. He's 1 for 2. And you mentioned in the lineup for the Bees today, everybody has reached at least once already today. They're trying to continue that on here in the 4th inning, now with a 5-run advantage at 7-2. And a long discussion here on the mound for the Tigers as they'll break it up a little bit and trot out. Give some more time for whoever's in the bullpen to get warmed up for DeKalb County. So here comes Dawson Mullins with runners on the corners and 1 away in the top half of 4.
He has hit the daylights out of the ball today. Both of his appearances have been hard hit. One was a fly out, the other was a single, but he has seen it well. First appearance against Moore here this time.
He's able to hit his single out towards right center. He watches that one. It's across for strike one from Moore. Finally able to get ahead on a batter. It's been a little bit.
The sun is wrecking havoc on second base and right field right now.
Yeah.
Well, most of the field's covered in shadows, but those two places not yet. They're going to have to kick on the lights at some point.
Well, they're LEDs. They're fine.
That's a good point. 2026. Doesn't take that long.
No. That one almost gets him. Taking second base will be Braden Wolke. So now runners at second and third for Dawson Mullins.
We talked about this in one of the last innings. You better find a way to get a couple of outs here before the top of the order comes back up.
There's a 1-1 count. The pitch. That is behind Mullins. I don't know how he got out of the way of that one.
If it was me standing in that exact same spot, it would have hit me right in the belly. Dawson just had to stand there. It went right past him.
It was the 2-1 pitch. This one hit out towards right. No man's land for Mullins. It drops. 1 run scores. Will they send the second? Here it comes around third. Throw comes in. Pretty good one. Breaks thrown on by Wolke. And he is smartly back into third for the Bees. But another run across as Dawson Mullins gets the job done on the RBI. We're going double on
Absolutely.
that? Okay.
Tee-up double. No doubt about it. He was booking it around first to get in there to second. He gets there with ease. And he is having himself a day on both sides of the diamond right now for Dawson Mullins. And that was a really good decision for Braden Wolke because he was cooked like a rotisserie chicken at Sam's Club if he had come home on that one.
He throws on the brakes. He lives to see at least another batter as he stands over at third. Runners on second and third, one away. And another run across. This one down the line, but foul.
And very fortunate for DeKalb County because if that isn't foul, that may have been a triple for Andrew Hedrick.
Now an 8-2 lead for the Bees. It's 8-2. 2 runs have come across. They got it wrong on the scoreboard.
Right. Yep, they have it wrong on the scoreboard indeed.
Andrew Hedrick at the plate, an 0-1 count to him. He had the infield fly his last time up. Reached on a walk back in the second. Looking for his first hit of the day as he's got runners on second and third. He shows bunt. It's a squeeze. It's in there. It's a suicide squeeze, so they will just tag out Wolke. And they'll get the out at home, and advancing to third will be Dawson Mullins.
Absolutely have to slide. Give yourself a chance on the missed tag.
Well, it's the second out of the inning.
Also, interesting, aggressive decision.
It's an 0-2 count here to Hedrick. That one misses outside, 1-2.
A good job by Hedrick, though, to stick with it and try to get the bat on it as it was really low. That's nearly impossible to get the butt on, but he stuck with it. And Dahl with a nice block behind the dish because if that gets behind him, it's a run scored.
That one, he's able to block up off the shoulder that time. He kind of leaned into it and keep it in front.
This is going to sound like a no-does statement, but you're going to – Dawson Mullins is a baseball player. The way he moves around the base paths, you can tell he's engaged out there in between pitches. He's just very comfortable.
Hedrick sends it left side. Odom bobbles, grabs, cannot pick it up. Hedrick able to reach base safely. Mullins comes home to score. It'll be an E5, but another run across for the Bees, and they advance their lead up to 9-2.
Put it in play, and good things happen. It's not an easy play, and once it starts bobbling, it's really tough to get it under control over there at third. Hedrick barreling down the line.
Yeah, you know you got the speedy runner, so you try to speed up a little bit. Everybody has reached here in the inning for the Bees, but there are 2 outs. Green is at the plate, and the breaking ball blocked up well by Dahl. Green, his 4th plate appearance already here in the 4th inning. He has reached twice on a double and a walk. He flew out in the first. He has also scored a run. He's got a runner on first here with 2 gone. Car is booking it.
That is an umpire driving 180 miles an hour down a gravel road behind a grandstand.
Home.
What in the Need for Speed GTA am I watching that one? That was crazy.
Softball game ended, and he got out of here. There's the lights. My goodness.
Yeah, he said ball game and then revved up the engines. He took the green flag around the Smithville racetrack here.
I don't know if Moore expected the lights to come on there. They popped on in the middle of his wind-up there. 3-0 here to Green at the plate.
That was absurd how fast he just drove back here.
And it's a 4-pitch walk issue to Braden Green. 2 base runners aboard for Chris Worsing. Yeah, for those that don't know, we're sitting in the bleachers. There's a driveway.
It's a gravel
we
road.
We could have touched.
I mean, if he
vehicle.
would have turned a little harder, he drifts around that corner.
Second visit here in the inning for the Tigers. We'll see if they make a change here as Moore is issued now 5 walks in the outing. 4 of them coming here in the inning, and it will be a call to the bullpen for the Tigers. We'll step aside. You're watching high school baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and get your vehicle serviced by their highly trained professionals. Right now, you can save money on oil changes, regular maintenance, and battery installation. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
At the Quality family, we believe care isn't just a service, it's a promise.
Whether you're bouncing back from surgery, navigating a serious illness, or need essential equipment to stay independent,
We provide skilled home health, compassionate hospice, and reliable DME services right where you need them most. At home.
covering communities in Kentucky and Tennessee, we're in your corner.
The Quality family. Trusted care right where life happens.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They are also proud to sponsor Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing's Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Be sure to stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
New pitcher on the mound for DeKalb County. Preston Cantrell will step to the mound now in relief of Anthony Moore. Third pitcher used today for the DeKalb County Tigers. Now in a 9-2 ball game. 2 outs here in the top of 4. Chris Worsing to the plate for the 4th time today. He's already driven in 1 run. He's reached twice. He has scored a run. He's got runners on first and second with 2 gone as he steps to the plate here, and already 3 runs across in the inning for the Bees.
And just looking for strikes right now. It's just been a little bit wild for the pitchers for DeKalb County and Upperman's offense, which, despite having 5 days off, does not look like it. They look like they are refreshed and in rhythm from the opening pitch of this game. And it's been a while since Cantrell's pitched, still trying to get back to his last outing.
There's been 4 walks here in the inning so far, issued by Moore. He ends his outing with 5 in total. Going back to that 3rd inning, as he got the 3 outs needed in the 3rd, and he has recorded 2 outs here in the 4th. But he is responsible for the base runners at first and second. Chris Worsing now steps to the plate. Sac fly RBI his last time up. Standing at second base is Andrew Hedrick. At first base is a runner for Green. That might be Colton Cook. That gets away from Dahl, and it's ball 1 here to Worsing. Cantrell delivers. Ripped left side and through. Chris Worsing puts it into the outfield quickly to it. The left fielder, Hedrick, takes a hard turn, but nowhere to go as it gets in quickly. Nice job by Frazier to get to it. Chris Worsing, a single, his 3rd time aboard today, and it's bases loaded for Carson Shoup.
That is Chris Worsing doing Chris Worsing things. A mistake left too much over the plate. He just puts it in the left, hard-hit baseball, and now Carson Shoup can completely break this game open and send it into run rule territory. Of course, 2 more ABs guaranteed, sets of ABs guaranteed no matter what.
That one, nice block up by Dahl as Hedrick reading it. Shoup throwing the stop sign on. It's 1-0 here to Shoup. It's his 4th plate appearance here now in the 4th inning. Flew out to left his last time up.
I believe this is the first appearance of the season for Preston Cantrell. I've gone through every game.
Cantrell looks back to second and delivers. 2-0. Shoup able to lay off, misses a little bit high. 2 outs in the inning, bases loaded for the Bees. 3 runs already across. Shoup looking for another big hit. He's had a lot of them here recently. That one's upstairs, and it is 3-0 to Carson Shoup. Out of the stretch, Cantrell delivers. The 3-0 pitch is a called strike, 3-1. So Shoup still with the hitter's count. 2 away. bases loaded here in the top of 4. Bees lead is 9-2. The delivery swung on. May have been ball 4, but popped up and out of play.
Oh.
Shoop was looking to
Just
send that
murdered
one.
a bird. Just murdered it. There's a bird's nest up there. It's gone.
That's tough.
It is. That is it.
3 balls, 2 strikes to Shoop at the plate. 2 outs. Runner's going to be on the move. There they go. It is swung on, and Shoop sends it in the air to left. Shallow left field coming onto it. The left fielder, Frazier. He makes the catch for the final out of the inning. 3 runs across for the Bees. 9-2 lead as we head to the bottom of the 4th. You're watching high school baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential and multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate has been supporting student-athletes in the Upper Cumberland since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Sonia Brown, realtor with American Way Real Estate, is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Are you looking for the best dining experience in the Upper Cumberland? Visit Fire and Vine in Cookeville's historic West Side. Fire and Vine offers great service and a unique menu, including mouth-watering deep dish pizza, delectable beef, chicken, fish, and more. Take in stunning views from the rooftop while enjoying your meal. Come and experience the charm and flavor of Fire and Vine, your new favorite spot for a memorable dining experience. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Bottom of 4 here at DeKalb County, a 9-2 lead for the Bees. 7-8-9 due up for DeKalb County. Colin Young, Nick Daw, and Ben Driver, but we're going to have a change in that opening spot. Is on the mound now is Preston Cantrell, so he'll get an AB to open it up here in the bottom of the 4th. It's still Dawson Mullins on the mound. And, again, interesting to see how long they let Mullins go. They could just let him have this game, and then you throw a bullpen with your top 2 guys before the district games against Stone Memorial Monday and Tuesday. But Mullins has been solid, especially ever since that first inning. A couple of clean innings in terms of no runs across. 1, 2, 3 in the second. A couple of base runners in the third, but able to strand them at first and second.
If Upperman is going to make real noise this year into the postseason, it's going to be because they continue to hit the ball well, and that has really started to build. Kind of the heart of their order into that 7-8 spot is starting to get hits. That's number 1. And then the arms. You know what you're going to get out of Chris Worsing. You've seen and know what you expect to get out of Jackson Green. You need Braden Wilkie. You need Dawson Mullins, and you need Maddox Barnes and Denton Huddleston to give you big innings against talented lineups. It's moments like this where you just build confidence. You're going to see some big-time lineups in the postseason. Can you have that confidence because of what you did that night in Smithville if you're Dawson Mullins?
Mullins ahead 0-1 will deliver home. The breaking ball just a little bit upstairs for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike count here to Preston Cantrell, who has come in on the mound and is taken over at the plate as well. 1-1 count. Mullins gets the sign from Huddleston, now readies. And delivers. Swung on in the infield, a pop fly. Shortstop Worsing has it for out number 1.
You know who the leader of this baseball team is?
Chris Worsing.
He just called everybody off and they froze in their
as
tracks.
he should.
Absolutely. But it was immediate. There was nobody trying to take that away from him.
So 1 gone as Nick Dahl will step to the plate. Flew out to center his first time up. Mullins delivers home. A little bit low for ball 1. Bees off until Monday and Tuesday on the road at Stone Memorial Monday and then at home against Stone on Tuesday. Pitch from Mullins, swung on and missed, 1-1. More of a normal schedule now for the Bees, where they go Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. They do have 1 Saturday game remaining. Going to be going to White House a little bit later on this season. But not too many more road games after this one today.
They haven't played many games at home, so it's time to make up those a little bit.
Quite a few coming at home in these final few weeks.
Well, they're hoping to win 4 more district games and then have several at home in the postseason.
Just the 2-1 pitch from Mullins. That's upstairs. 3 balls and a strike here to Nick Daw.
You know where the one biggest problem with Tullahoma leaving the region?
What's that?
We don't get to play the Air Force course at the region tournament.
That's a really good
Tullahoma.
point. It's a really good point.
By the way, Tullahoma commentary team. Oof. I don't know what y'all were doing as that one's across for a strike. You didn't see that? Talking about Kavara's Tears' little brother? Oh, I'll send it to you. It's not a good look. People forgot they were talking about kids for a minute. It was tough, yeah. That was.
Mullins' work back payoff. Swung on and missed. Able to get the strikeout for the second out of the inning. It's the second strikeout for Mullins on the mound as well. 2 gone as Ben Driver will step to the plate now, the 9 batter in the lineup for the Tigers.
At the end of the first inning, I did not think Dawson Mullins will be out here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th inning throwing the way he has. He has really rallied in. He's done a great job offensively at the plate, but he is throwing good pitches right now.
Settled in nicely. The first pitch into Driver, swung on. Ground ball left side. Worsing charges on. He gloves, but cannot get the transfer. Yeah, he didn't glove it. Actually got past him. And
that had to be a perfect play, and they're going to give him a hit. It would have been an incredibly tough play to make for Worsing.
Yeah, Driver, the center fielder, a lot of speed, is able to bust his way down there to first base. Colin Donnell steps to the plate for his 3rd plate appearance. Had a good day so far. He reached and scored in the first, flew out his second time up. We'll check over to him at first. He's able to get back in safely. Driver tried to throw on the brakes at second base as that one gets away from Huddleston. 2-away and a runner.
Do this.
We have a visit to the mound as Coach Shanks will go out there to Mullins. A 2-0 count here to the batter. And Colin Donnell at the plate as a runner on second base is Driver with 2 outs, and they're going to make the change here. We're going to go to Jackson Green or Chris Worsing, maybe Braden Wolke. We'll have to wait and see. We'll step aside as you watch high school baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate proudly presents this 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home on 9 acres. Enjoy countryside living from your covered front porch, screened-in back porch, or fenced backyard. This home features functionality with lots of natural light. For more information, visit chadandamycrouch.com or call 931-979-1191. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Turfmasters Landscape Management has been serving the Upper Cumberland since 1996. They offer a variety of services, including lawn maintenance, landscape design and installation, landscape lighting, irrigation systems, and more. They also provide snow and ice removal during the cold winter months. For more information, contact Matt Wilson at 931-261-1587 today. Turfmasters Landscape Management is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Looking for weekend lunch and dinner plans? Since 1971, Nick's Restaurant has been locally owned and operated. From mouth-watering prime rib to delectable ice cream pie, Nick's has it all. Their cozy atmosphere and great service will make you feel right at home. Plus, their banquet space is perfect for any event. Visit them at 895 South Jefferson Avenue or online at nickscookville.com. Nick's Restaurant is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Chris Worsing now on the mound out of the bullpen, technically, for the Bees. He comes from the shortstop position as Mullins will take his spot over there. Mullins a really good outing. After the first inning, gave up a couple of runs. Has worked clean since then. Has gotten the first couple of outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Colin Donnell at the plate. He's got a 2-0 count on him as Worsing will face him with a runner on second base and 2 gone in the bottom of 4 of a 9-2 ball game. Worsing will work out of the stretch. He steps off as he looks in for the signs. Huddleston still looking over to the dugout. Worsing's numbers have continually gotten better over these last couple of outings.
Yeah, it's a luxury for West Shanks. He can go to one of the best pitchers in Class 3A out of the bullpen here in this game. A 2.71 ERAs, 3-3, 7 appearances, 6 starts. As this one's chopped over towards short, fielded by Mullins. He'll throw to first in time to retire the side. Just like that, Chris Worsing gets it done. And we will head to the 5th. This is high school baseball presented by Gentry Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Tee Up is the Upper Cumberland's best indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art golf simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. Want to know where you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. They also have plenty of other games to enjoy time with friends. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. The Real Estate Collective Land and Farm Team represents a dedicated group of individuals possessing a wealth of expertise in land and farm sales. They possess a range of resources at their disposal, all aimed at showcasing the innate qualities of each property. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their current listings at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective Land and Farm Team is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
9-2 ball game here at DeKalb County, top of the 5th as the Bees lead by 7 runs. Due up for them here in this 5th inning of action, 4, 5, and 6. Same due up that were in the 4th. Denton Huddleston leads it off. Jackson Green and then Sawyer Brown here in the 5th for the Bees.
You know, I had meetings today talking about Division I college football and all the great things we have coming down the pike for that. And then we come to tonight, we can't get through an inning without just cutting up. It's really, the dichotomy of my life is astounding. Looking forward to meeting with our some future advertising partners tomorrow at noon. We'll be very buttoned up. Yeah.
That's why they like us, right?
We are who we are. That's for sure.
That is super true. Denton Huddleston at the plate has reached twice. He swings at this one and sends it up and out of play.
It's more true of us than others. That's for sure.
Got a 2-1 count here on Denton Huddleston.
You know what? This is the Cameron Hughes effect. When we don't have to worry about anything else other than talking.
Yeah.
It goes off the rails. It
really, really does. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That is right there for strike 2, 2-2.
And it's not my wife standing there looking at me crazy. It really.
It's not me doing it by myself.
Would you like to?
No.
Oh, okay.
Cameron's been great. This one swung on Huddleston right at short and able to make the catch as Reed Midget. Nice catch made over there at short for the first down of the inning.
Midget was able to get up on that one, make the catch. Another impressive freshman. There are so many good freshmen on this field between Upperman and DeKalb County. You think about DeKalb County, I know it's not the season they want right now, but they've got some guys who are going to be really good in the future. And they had kind of a changing of the guard maybe 2 years ago now, and then last year a little bit of a down year, but they've got some pieces here, and you look through their scores, even though they're not really winning games, as this one's ripped into right.
Jackson West, who's able to put it out into right field. He's able to beat it out at first base. He's in spot of Jackson Green. He came on to run. He stays in that spot, and he finds himself a single.
But it just seems like, and there have been a couple of seniors, obviously Shoup and Green, that have made big plays in this one, and you need that to be a really top-end team. You got to have some of that experience, but the future's bright for both of these programs.
How about this production out of this middle part of the lineup? Jackson Green, he goes 2 for 2, draws a walk. Jackson West comes on to run. He also drove in 3 runs. West scores, and now he finds himself a single. Now 1 for 1 at the plate, and Sawyer Brown now steps to the plate for the 4th time today. 1 away, and a runner on first for the Bees, who lead at 9-2 in the top of 5.
The other thing, talking about the youth, Dawson Mullins, he went over to shortstop, made a play. Midget there, he makes a play at shortstop. It's tough to be a middle infielder, especially at shortstop, and be a freshman. And they both made big plays in this game. I know Mullins on the mound, but now out there as well. He's played his fair share at short this year.
It's 2 balls and no strikes to Sawyer Brown. He drove in a run in the first, flew out in the second. He reached on a fielder's choice and scored his last time. That one gets away from the first baseman, bounces off the fence, and West hops up quickly, takes second base. Right fielder slips up, but he's able to grab it and get it in quickly.
If Jackson West can become a guy who they can not just pinch run, but pinch hit just like he did here, he's got some real speed.
He does.
I mean, he probably may be the fastest straight line runner on the team. I know they all probably would argue that, but he just, once he got going, he's gone. That could be a big weapon for Upperman.
So West now at second base. Brown at the plate. He's got a 2-0 count on him after the pickoff attempt. The pitch into Brown is a called strike, 2-1. He tried to call time his last plate appearance, but it was a little bit late, so he didn't get it granted. We'll see if he calls it a little bit earlier here with 1 strike. There it is.
I think that's going to be the line. There it is.
I'm going to be really interested to see if an umpire just decides not to grant it, even if it is that early.
It's within his rights, you know.
2-1. Swung on. Brown sends it to right field. Donnell giving chase onto it. Makes the grab. West got a late break. Throw coming in. West slides in safely. Ball gets away. He will try to score. Getting over to it, the third baseman, Odom. Throw comes home. Is a great one. Oh, my goodness. Got West on the tag. Odom gets to it quickly and able to cut down the run in the top of the 5th.
That is an incredible throw. 2, really. I'll tell you, out in right field, after slipping to make that throw in, I know it got away, and then to pop up and go and make that throw on a line right to where the tag can be applied. That is a sensational play by the Tigers defense.
We'll keep it right here as we get ready for the bottom of the 5th. Tigers coming to the plate in the bottom half of the inning. 2, 3, and 4 due up for him, but it's Cooper Odom over at third base. He not able to catch it cleanly, but able to get to it quickly, and then just makes an absolute dot of a throw at home plate. Dahl applies the tag, and West, we saw the speed, wasn't able to get there in time.
Yeah, it was a great play, and we were mentioning before we went to the break in the last half inning, Chris Worsing's stats on the season, but he's 3-3, 7 appearances. This is his 8th. He has 6 starts on the year, 3 complete games, 31 innings plus a third now. 26 hits, 14 runs, 12 of them earned. Here's the real stats that tell you the story of Chris Worsing. 7 walks to 50 strikeouts. He is the ace for this Upperman team. They will go as far as he takes them this year. In every critical game, he's going to get the ball for them, and he gets into his 2nd inning of relief work here tonight.
So Chris Worsing back out on the mound here to face the bottom of the 5th. 2, 3, and 4. Cooper Odom, Tucker Webb, and Anderson Fortner in the lineup. And it always is interesting when you make a play like that in the field and then you can lead it off in the next inning. Somehow it always works that way.
And that's a momentum shifting type of play. I mean, this thing is obviously hovering around a potential run roll territory for Upperman, and it would have been 10-2 if he scores. And that typically, when that play starts like that, you just chalk it up, it's going to be a run. That's a great job sticking with it by the Tigers defense.
Fortunate that it didn't go into the dugout as well. He's able to get to it before that and able to get the throw home. A great play by Odom. He leads it off here in the 5th. Been to the plate a couple of times. 0 for 2. The pop out and a strikeout so far. Now he faces one of the best arms in the rotation for the Bees with Chris Worsing on the mound. I mentioned we're going to see him. We're probably going to see Jackson Green now with this game being extended a little bit, as that's a great breaking ball across for strike 1.
And we've had some lower velo guys on the mound both ways. Now Worsing comes in, and it seems even harder than the upper 80s that he throws. I mean, it looks like it's 100. It's not, but he's in the upper 80s. That is a big velo change.
Oh, and he's had the break as well. Was battling a little bit of sickness last week. He's back out there healthy, ready to go. They played a ton of games last week. 6 games last week as well. As he's offered at the high cheese, it's 1-2.
You also get, when that harder velo, a lot more guessing coming out of the hands, and so you get that high fastball, and it's clearly a ball, but you've already made that decision to swing, and you're along for the ride.
Odom steps in with a 1-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Chris Worsing has his first strikeout of the outing.
That's somewhere between 87, 89, right at the knees. Perfect spot. That is a big-time pitch by Chris Worsing for the punch-out. And also, it's a great decision. You got him swinging at the high fastball. Last pitch, come back, take the eye level down right across the zone. It's a great pitch.
So 1 gone here in the bottom of 5. Stepping to Tucker Webb. He reached on a walk in the first, flew out to second base as that one is fouled back into the face mask of the home plate umpire. So everybody will give him a break. They'll check on him, make sure he's good to go.
Yeah, he said he's okay. And the mask, it helps a lot, obviously, but
you still feel
it ricochets right in there, sends all those vibrations through. Does not feel good.
That's kind of a glancing blow as well off the side. And so Webb will step back in. 1 away here on the bottom of 5, and an 0-1 count to Tucker Webb. The lefty watches that one miss outside for ball 1. We'll see Worsing on the mound against Snow Memorial either Monday or Tuesday. He's usually the road pitcher for the Bees. That's on Monday. They've had their road games be on Tuesday for the first 2 district sets this season. Pitch from Worsing. Misses for ball 2. 2-1. Worsing delivers the 2-1. That one swung on and missed. It's 2-2.
He's got the fastball, breaking ball, changeup mix. Haven't seen the changeup yet, but the fastball is really working for Worsing.
Tried to ring him up on the second strike. Worsing trying to get it here. The 2-2. Fouled back. Will try it again.
That's a good battle swing. Healthy cut right at it. Just came up underneath.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away in the inning. 9-2 lead for the Bees here at DeKalb County High School. Worsing looks into Huddleston behind the plate, who relays the sign.
He knows what he wants to throw. He said no to 2.
Now time will be asked for by Webb.
I wonder if this is the changeup that he was trying to get to, because first 2 were absolutely no's. He wants 1 pitch.
He's ready now. The 2-2 pitch. Off speed, hit right side of the infield, charging onto it. Hedrick gloves, flip to first in. That's the second out of the inning.
We've seen a good adjustment by Upperman's infield the last week. Early in the year, they had a lot of errors, sitting back, waiting on those ground balls. They've been much more attacking, going after it. Hedrick does there, and he gets rewarded with the out.
Hedrick's been all over the field for the Bees defensively. He's been a third baseman, obviously at second base. He's been in the outfield as well, and whenever he's been tested, he has been really, really good. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. To the plate now is Anderson Fortner, the first baseman. He has reached twice. Fielder's choice in a single so far. He faces Chris Worsing for the first time. Off the end of the bat, up the middle of the field. Mullins can't quite get there. It is a single for Anderson Fortner. Softly hit right back up the middle.
And when DeKalb County's had success with the bats, they've been pretty aggressive early in counts. That was the case in the first inning. Aggressive there, first pitch swinging. Didn't have to hit it too strong. Just hit it where they're not, and he did right up the middle.
Reed Midget 2 for 2 with a couple of singles. He's got a runner on first and 2 outs in the bottom of 5. Worsing trying to spell this threat early on and bring the bats back to the plate in the 6th in a 9-2 game.
This is a fun battle here. 2 really good players. Let's go.
Worsing delivers home. The fastball right there for strike 1.
Fastball's been his best pitch by a mile. You just saw the breaking ball get kind of sawed off for the grounder a couple of hitters ago.
Not much of a lead over at first this time. Mathis shifts in center field. That one dips low, and Huddleston can't quite glove, and so a free base up to second now for Fortner.
And right now, if you're DeKalb, it's 1 at a time, 1 hitter at a time. See if you can scrape something across. Upperman has been susceptible to giving up a big inning a time or 2 this year. They would need to give up a real big inning with a 7-run lead at this point, but anything's possible. Game's not over yet.
1 ball, 1 strike count as Worsing will step off. They've got the runner on second base. And Fortner, who has advanced up to there. Midget is at the plate, 2 for 2 with a couple of singles, and time asked for again. A little bit of confusion out there right now for the Bees. Look to be ready to go. Worsing set out of the stretch on the mound. The 1-1. Called strike, 1-2.
It's so tough to pinpoint that fastball at the knees, bringing it out and in, and that time puts it on the outside corner. A really, really good pitch.
2 outs in the inning and a 2-strike count to the batter in Midget. Worsing will come set. And delivers. Elevates the fastball. Doesn't get him to offer, and the count now evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Worsing trying to go cleanly through here in the 5th. Get it to a 6th. And bring the bats back to the plate. The 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball right there for strike 3. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Chris Worsing. Both of them looking. A runner stranded by the Tigers in the 5th. We head to the 6th. You're watching high school baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future, it's what we do. Mayberry's Furniture has been family-owned and operated since 1946 and is now serving the Upper Cumberland with locations in both Crossville and Cookville, offering the largest array of solid wood furniture and mattresses in the area. They also provide a best price guarantee and in-house service and delivery. Stop into their 15,000 square foot showroom at 1020 South Willow Avenue in Cookville to see their selection of Amish solid wood, flex steel, Tempur-Pedic, Sealy Posturepedic, and much more today. Mayberry's Furniture is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the high school football game of the week on the UCR Media Network.
We head to the 6th inning here in Smithville. It is 7-8-9 to up for Upperman. They lead 9-2 over the DeKalb County Tigers. Bees trying to win their 6th game in their last 7 tries. Went 5-1 a week ago. This is their lone game this week. And they'll be facing off against Preston Cantrell back out there here in inning number 2 of relief. Braden Wolke will lead things off. I'm Noah. That's Jacob Cameron producing things. Happy to be along with you. Presented by Gentry's Power Equipment. I'll bring you the rest of the way as that one misses upstairs, ball 1. And we saw the fly out to end the last inning, and it was 2 straight balls that were swung at. There, see if Upperman takes a conservative approach as this one is fouled back, and it's 1-1.
Oh, we saw Cooper Odo make a really nice play over at third base as well to cut down the run of Jackson West, who was trying to score as the throw got away after the fly out to right.
Wolke's reached 3 times, 2 singles and a walk so far for the Chicago kid. He's back in here. He has scored a run as well. And he'll foul tip this one into the mitt for strike 2. It's 1-2.
That's a good off speed right there. Just way out in front was Wolke, unable to sit back, and sends that one back into the mitt for strike 2.
Here comes the 1-2 home to Wolke. Breaking ball again. This one just fouled off, and we'll do it again.
Yeah, looking breaking ball that time, gets the fastball, unable to foul it off and stay alive.
Wolke awaits the bat high above his right shoulder. Here comes the 1-2 from Cantrell. That one didn't come out clean as it misses upstairs, and we even up the count at 2. Wolke at the plate, Mullins on deck, Andrew Hedrick in the hole, and then the top of the order looming for Upperman as they try to add a couple of more. As Wolke goes chasing this one eye high, it's flared into left and will be caught by Gavin Frazier, who's had a lot of work today. There's out number 1.
Yeah, and I mentioned it, he wondered if they'd be a little bit more patient. That one elevated again and just unable to lay off of it, sends it out to left field. An easy catch out and left for the first out of the inning in the 6th.
Dawson Mullins has had a dandy of a game. He's in line for the win on the mound. He has a couple of hits, a double, a single, and an RBI. He has barreled the ball up all 3 times. And he'll face off here against Cantrell. First pitch swing, and this one just over the LED lights for strike 1.
The amount of times that we have seen a light be broken is one too many.
If I had a dime, I'd have 1 dime.
That one was pretty close, though.
It was. Comes the 0-1. This one foul tip back, and the answer, if they would be more conservative, is no.
No.
Upperman is swinging out of their shoes so far in this half inning.
Well, Cantrell's been able to be a little bit more in the zone as well. Makes it a little bit easier to kind of swing at some of these pitches.
In a 9-2 game, why not come up swing hard? As Mullins will send this one on the ground, and he has his 3rd hit of the game. Dawson Mullins takes the turnaround first and will pull back in with a 1-out single.
Yeah, he's liking that break that they had, not playing since Saturday. Of course, he was in that leadoff spot when he returned. He's dropped down here now to the 8th spot and starting to really find his rhythm at the plate. See if Andrew Hedrick can do the same with 1 away in the top of 6.
Hedrick has walked. He flew out and reached in an error so far. He'll get another attempt here, this time against Preston Cantrell. He'll slide and deal. Good pitch across the plate for strike 1.
Dalton Mathis going to get an AB as well. Maybe.
It's in Braden Green's spot at the top of the order. DH location. Top of the 6th inning. The 0-1, that one. Called a strike. 0-2.
That's a good way to put it.
That was in the other batter's box.
Yeah, you yelled at it if you swing at something like that.
That's a good point. Comes the 0-2. Fake steal as this one bounces in. Nice block by Dahl. 1 ball, 2 strikes into Andrew Hedrick. Dalton Mathis on deck next. He's going to hit for Braden Green, and then it's Chris Worsing's spot in the hole. Worsing has his helmet on. Throw over. He's snagged over at first as diving back in safely is Mullins.
We've seen now that's the 2nd check over, and both of them been a little bit high that time. It was able to be brought in at least.
Mullins takes another healthy lead over at first. He'll stay put as this one bounces in, and Mullins will go. He advances into scoring position as Dahl had to just block up that one in the dirt.
And that was a pretty good block by Dahl, but Mullins had already committed to it and able to advance up to second base. So now a runner in scoring position for Hedrick with a 2-strike count.
As soon as that hit the ground, Mullins was gone. 2-2 to Hedrick here, trying to reach for the third time in the game. Gantrell slides and deals. This one is smacked over into the dugout, and that clipped somebody. May have been Braden Green who hops back into the dugout. Carson Shoup was over there as well. It got on him in a hurry.
Yeah, it did. Thankfully,
it was lower than eye level. That could have been a big problem. And now they all duck down. Here comes the 2-2. This one is chopped in foul territory. And we'll do it again. And, I mean, everybody in the dugout just hopped down right below the fence.
We saw that on Saturday at Sweetwater. It's just those half fences. They got to hide out of the way sometimes.
2 balls, 2 strikes here with 1 out. Runner at second for the Bees, leading 9-2 in the 6th. And looking for the breaking ball and didn't break. It'll be 3-2, full count. Been a while since we've seen Dalton Mathis get an AB. We'll see what he has. Another, guess what, freshman. A 3-2 payoff pitch. This one smacked up into the air, angling towards that Bermuda Triangle, giving it a run in left, and it will drop in fair territory, and everybody's going to be safe. It was shielded off by the dugout. That's going to be a tee-up double for Andrew Hedrick. Put it a mile up into the air. Looked like it may have angled into foul ground. It ended up in fair territory, and everybody's safe.
How about the base running as well from Dawson Mullins? He goes halfway, watches it, it falls, and he takes advantage and gets up to third base. So now you've got runners at second and third, and an opportunity here for Dalton Mathis in limited action at the plate. Just 16 ABs on the season.
And most of those were early in the year. He's been an everyday player out in center for this team, and now he gets the bat in Braden Green's spot. First pitch swing, it's a check swing, and it will drop in over at second. Webb will flip to first in time for the out. Mathis gets an RBI as Dawson Mullins comes across to score. And it's 10-2.
It kind of looked like he meant to do that. It's kind of like a swinging bunt. It worked. He gets the run home. He was almost able to reach base safely as well, but now with 2 outs, Chris Worsing will come to the plate.
If he has that exact same swing and swings away, he's safe.
It's pretty hard, yeah.
Chris Worsing climbs in with a runner at third. Upperman leading by 8. Cantrell slides and deals. That one misses for ball 1. So an RBI for Dalton Mathis. You'll take that as the pinch
100%.
hitter. Cantrell into Worsing. That one misses outside for a ball, and it's 2-0. Carson Shoup looming on deck. Upperman would certainly love to get 2 more across and let one of their pitchers slam the door, whether it be Worsing or Green. As that one misses low, and it's 3-0. And the only guy in the ballpark who may have a green light here is in the batter's box. Cantrell with the 3-0 to Worsing. And that one misses upstairs, ball 4. Nick's Restaurant walk for Chris Worsing puts runners at the corners for Carson Shoup. He was big game hunting his last time up, but he's flown out his last 2 appearances. He does have a double and an RBI today. And there's going to be a trip out to the mound here for DeKalb County, and we'll see if there's going to be another pitching change. We've already had 3 Tigers on the mound, and it sure looks like there will be a call to the bullpen. New pitcher for DeKalb on the other side. Upperman leads by 8. Looking for more in the 6th. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Let the bidding begin. It's time for the show, and you know it's gonna go high. There's a buzz in the air, and people come from everywhere to hear the auctioneer cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old when you hear an EJ say so. Live or online, we handle auctions of any kind.
Call Aminette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate quality care for all patients from local people you can trust so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and get your vehicle serviced by their highly trained professionals. Right now, you can save money on oil changes, regular maintenance, and battery installation. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
Call to the bullpen for the DeKalb County Tigers is Colin Donnell, who was in right field. He now takes the rubber, and he will face off against Carson Shoup with runners at the corners and 2 outs in the top of the 6th. Upperman leads 10-2.
Now Donnell got the start on Monday against Central Magnet. He only lasted 1 inning, 2 hits, 5 runs, 4 of them were earned. He walked 3 batters and had 2 strikeouts. He threw 41 pitches and only 19 were strikes, and it was 1 inning of action. He did get the loss in that game. It was 15-9 in the end of it.
So Colin Donnell, he's going to face off in a tough spot against Carson Shoup, who has an RBI today, and he has reached twice, including a double. He scored a couple of runs. And Shoup, with a hit into a gap somewhere, could put Upperman near the run rule. 10-run lead after 5+ innings. Of course, DeKalb County will get a set of ABs no matter what, and if they can get through this inning down less than 10, they would be guaranteed 2 more sets of at-bats as the first pitch into Shoup misses low for ball 1.
Maddox Barnes has come on to run at first base as well.
1-0 to Shoup. That one misses low and outside. Donnell, he's the hardest thrower so far for DeKalb in this game. He's looking to pinpoint him here, down 2-0. Non-district game tonight. They do share the same region as Shoup rolls this one. Donnell flashes the leather throw to first in time to retire the side. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. Upperman adds 1 more to lead 10-2, and it will be Jackson Green to the mound on the other side. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
At the Quality family, we believe care isn't just a service, it's a promise.
Whether you're bouncing back from surgery, navigating a serious illness, or need essential equipment to stay independent,
we provide skilled home health, compassionate hospice, and reliable DME services right where you need them most. At home.
Covering communities in Kentucky and Tennessee, we're in your corner.
The Quality family. Trusted care right where life happens.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They are also proud to sponsor Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing's Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Be sure to stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood, or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Jackson Green takes the ball for the Upperman Bees, and he has been sensational in his freshman season. We said Chris Worsing's Upperman's ace, but the 1A and 1B, Jackson Green right here along with him. He's 3-0, a 2.06 ERA, 8 appearances, 6 starts, 3 complete games, 2 shutouts, and a save. 34 innings pitched for Green, 26 hits, 11 runs, 10 of them earned, 48 strikeouts to 12 walks, with opponents hitting just .211 against the freshman right-hander.
Yeah, he got a lot of action his last time out, was able to finish the game off against Lenore City, and then started the game against Boyd Buchanan, went a few innings there, and they wanted to limit his arm a little bit, so he didn't go too deep in that start, but able to throw it well enough. It was a low-scoring game against Boyd Buchanan on Saturday, and he was able to set his team up well as Dawson Mullins came on to finish it off, but the freshman has been really, really solid. Just his 3rd appearance in relief so far this season, and so he's been good in those 2. It kind of takes him a little bit to kind of find the strike zone when he's come on in relief, so we'll see how quickly he's able to do it here in the 6th.
As we head to the bottom of the 6th, it's going to be 6, 7, and 8 due up for the Tigers, and Gavin Frazier will get them started. 1 for 2 so far with a single and a pop out back in the 3rd inning. Upperman's lead is 10-2 as they try to add on to their impressive win streak against the Tigers. Green, right-hander, he can mix them up. He'll be in the 80s with his fastball. He got the breaking ball to go along with it. First pitch, right there for strike one. And so far, mission accomplished for Wes Shanks when it comes to getting his guys work.
Yeah.
It's the 0-1. Waved at and missed, and it's quickly 0-2. And Green, he certainly has the strikeout stuff. He can tally him up. Him Worsinger, why they've had success so far in district play, just the one blip at Cumberland County. Got the huge sweep last week. Here comes the 0-2, and that one is swung on and missed. Strike three, a three-pitch strikeout to open up the outing for Jackson Green.
Good job. Starts it off. Three really good pitches in and around the zone and able to get the swing right through for his first strikeout. Chris Worsing got a couple of strikeouts in his inning and a third that he was in there, and now Jackson Green gets his first so far.
Preston Cantrell will climb in here, and he'll foul this one out of play. And 4 pitches, 4 strikes so far for Jackson Green.
That'll play.
Cantrell takes a step out. Green's ready to go. He'll rock and fire. Fouled back. 0-2.
Yeah, now you can go anywhere, especially after been attacking the strike zone. So they're expecting something to be in the zone, but you can go away. You can try to get a chase. You can go off speed.
Green with the 0-2 coming home. That one misses inside with a fastball.
Good spot.
Yeah, Cantrell dove out of the way. I'm not sure he had to. That was a pretty good pitch. Really close. It's 1-2. It's a good spot to miss if you're going to go there at 0-2. And that one swung on and missed. Back-to-back punch-outs for Jackson Green. Now, you mentioned in relief sometimes he struggled to find the zone early. Not so far. He has 7 pitches, 6 strikes, I should say.
Yeah, it's been solid early on for Green, and he's looking to go quickly through here in the 6th and maybe give a chance coming up for a couple more runs in the 7th for the Bees, who lead at 10-2 already in the bottom of 6.
Dahl 0 for 2 with a flyout and a strikeout so far. Gets his first appearance against Green. And the first pitch fastball. Pretty good pitch. A hair inside. It's 1-0.
It's been a called strike at times tonight.
That is correct. Dahl waits. Here comes the 1-0. And that time, same spot. 1-1.
I mean, where did the first one miss?
Questions with Jacob Vincent. Here comes the 1-1. Again,
Strike
1-2, right there. He has pinpointed that location. 1 ball, 2 strikes into Dahl. Is now going to have to battle. Green delivers in. Swung on and missed. How about striking out the side for Jackson Green in his first inning of relief? We'll head to the 7th and final frame. It's 10-2 Bees. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network. Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential and multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate has been supporting student-athletes in the Upper Cumberland since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Sonia Brown, realtor with American Way Real Estate, is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Are you looking for the best dining experience in the Upper Cumberland? Visit Fire and Vine in Cookeville's historic West Side. Fire and Vine offers great service and a unique menu, including mouth-watering deep dish pizza, delectable beef, chicken, fish, and more. Take in stunning views from the rooftop while enjoying your meal. Come and experience the charm and flavor of Fire and Vine, your new favorite spot for a memorable dining experience. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
We head to the 7th inning. Upperman with a commanding 10-2 lead over DeKalb County here in Smithville. And we'll see who's going to come up for Upperman as the coaches are meeting, having some discussions. As of right now, it is 4, 5, and 6 due up. And Sawyer Brown has a bat. Jackson Green has a bat. Denton Huddleston's spot is next.
He does not have a bat, and he is sitting on the brick wall.
So it's going to be somebody other than Denton Huddleston, I would imagine, coming up here. But I've been surprised before.
Number 9.
It is Colin Donnell back out there here in relief, checked in and got the ground out to retire the side in the last half inning. And Brian Allen going to get the bat here in Denton Huddleston's spot.
Another guy with limited plate appearances, limited ABs, 15 ABs, just his 10th game played this season, but an opportunity here in an 8-run ball game in the top of the 7th to start something off. Jackson West was able to find himself aboard. His time up to the plate.
14 hits for Upperman. They have scored 10 runs and left 11 runners on the base paths in this game. They were.
Well, 2 of them have been thrown out.
They were in rhythm from Jump Street. Opening pitch, it was on. It's true, as that one misses low, and it's 2-0 here from Donnell coming to Brian Allen. Jackson Green just struck out the side. He's on deck next. As Donnell delivers the 2-0, Allen chops this one. Going to be a tough play if it stays fair, which it does, and he is safe. An infield single for Brian Allen, and both pinch hitters put it in play for Upperman so far. And Jackson Green will check in here with a runner at first and nobody out, looking to add on to an 8-run lead.
Yeah, that feels good for them as well. You get those limited opportunities, and you're able to cash in on it, able to reach base safely. And now Green, who has had a heck of a game, steps in again with a runner on first and nobody out.
Donnell forced to go out of the stretch here. He'll check over towards Allen at first. Comes in. That one misses low. Ball 1. So Green was hit for by West, who singled. But so far he's 2 RBI double. Walk, scored a run, RBI single. Not a bad day at the office. As that one is called a strike on the outside corner, and it's 1-1. Allen at first after the leadoff single for Upperman, leading 10-2 here in the 7th. Donnell has that one bounce in, and Allen will move over into scoring position. No chance for Dahl to get to that one on the wild pitch.
Yeah, that one bounced pretty far up there ahead, and he's taking a few shots off that left arm. He kind of leans that left shoulder in, especially when it's come short in there like that, and that one bounces off to the backstop, and now runner in scoring position here for Green.
That one misses, and it's 3 balls, 1 strike. Hitters count to a really good hitter, Jackson Green. He sees that one find the zone, and we run full at 3-2. Sawyer Brown on deck next, as Upperman would love to add even more on here. What's been an impressive showing and part of a big run for this team. 3-2, that one misses, ball 4. Nick's Restaurant walk, and Jackson Green has reached in every plate appearance so far. Runners at first and second with nobody out for Sawyer Brown. And actually it will not be Brown. Going to be another pinch hitter coming in. Everybody's going to play right now for Upperman. And it's going to be Caden Holroyd who picks up the bat. We'll see what Caden has.
All right, Young, where you at?
Yeah, see if he's tuning in maybe on YouTube somewhere. And a runner going to come on here for Jackson Green as well. I mean, everybody's playing in this one. Holroyd checks that one up in the
Colton Cook at first base.
Letter high fastball, couldn't come up with it. It's 0-1. Donnell comes back. That one waved at and missed, and it's 0-2. Holroyd trying to battle now, chokes up on the bat a little bit. 0-2, that one swung on and missed, and Colin Donnell with a bounce back punch out. That's his first in relief. And now we'll see who's going to bat in Braden Wolke's spot. It's Rylan Case who picks up the bat. So Case in the batter's box. It is Dawson Mullins on deck next. I don't know how many hitters they have left over there, as that one misses one outside. And it's 1-0. Runners at first and second with 1 out here for the Bees as Donnell tries to get out of this one unscathed. 1-0. That one misses low and outside. It's 2-0. And the Bees have no doubt found their stride. Mentioned the week they've had last week, but even before that, they started rallying off the wins as that one Dots up the inside corner to Case. It's 2-1. That one misses inside. Case shrugs out of the way of it. 3 balls, 1 strike to the sophomore. Mullins on deck next as Case will look to load the bases, and he's going to call time immediately here.
Taking a page out of Sawyer Brown's book.
And there went Jacob Vincent's pen.
Hey, man, it's a G2 pilot. Come on now.
Well, this Case smacks this one foul. It's somewhere. This thing is absolutely. There's only one little slither it could fall through, and it most certainly did. It looks like fall through it.
That's tough.
It's underneath it. Here comes the 3-2 to Case. That one misses inside, ball 4. Nick's Restaurant walk, and the bases are loaded for the Bees with 1 out. And here comes Dawson Mullins, who's been all over the base paths today. He flew out on a hard hit ball in the first. Since then, single, RBI double and a run scored, single with another run scored, and he'll climb in here for another attempt. Donnell trying to get a couple of outs here and get back to the bats. First pitch misses upstairs, ball 1.
And an opportunity here for Mullins, who's been able to reach these last few times. Bases loaded and 1 out.
1-0, big cut on that one, comes up empty, and it's 1-1.
He was looking for it there.
It is Andrew Hedrick on deck next as Upperman's turned through the pinch hitters. And they've done their job. Here comes the 1-1. That one misses inside, and it's 2-1. More action over in the DeKalb County bullpen to our right.
Well, I don't know if it's real action. They just threw it in a baseball into fair play.
Nobody noticed. We'll just keep playing. Here comes the 2-1. This one smacked over there. They can pretend like that's the fair ball if they wanted to. It's 2-2.
What they're just kind of tossing around with each other.
Now they're just looking like, should we?
And
no, we shouldn't.
They just threw it off of the tarp, and it is now sitting about 10 feet into fair play.
And now they're
the
debating on if
right.
they should act like they didn't. Sorry, boys. The UCR guys saw it. Here comes the 2-2. That one called. Strike 3 on the inside corner. Colin Donnell gets the inning second out. And Andrew Hedrick will climb in with the bases loaded and 2 outs now here in the 7th. And we're laughing at. You okay?
He picked it up. The right fielder went and got it. He tried to throw it into the bullpen and throw it short, and it hit the fence.
That one misses outside to Hedrick as Jacob tries to compose himself.
Oh, man.
You'll be all right. Here comes the 1-0. This one sent foul, 1-1.
Essentially, the ball is still in play.
It most certainly is still sitting out there in play. One ball, 1 strike here to Andrew Hedrick. Donnell delivers. That one misses upstairs, 2-1. Donnell gave up a walk, or a single, a walk, then got a strikeout, another walk, strikeout looking, and here we are with 2 outs. Bases loaded, the 2-1. Good pitch on the outside part of the zone, and it's 2-2. Two coming to Hedrick. Donnell delivers. Swung on and missed. 3 punch-outs in the inning for Colin Donnell, and that will retire the side. Last chance for the Tigers on the other side in a 10-2 ball game. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate proudly presents this 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home on 9 acres. Enjoy countryside living from your covered front porch, screened-in back porch, or fenced backyard. This home features functionality with lots of natural light. For more information, visit chadandamycrouch.com or call 931-979-1191. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Surfmasters Landscape Management has been serving the Upper Cumberland since 1996. They offer a variety of services, including lawn maintenance, landscape design and installation, landscape lighting, irrigation systems, and more. They also provide snow and ice removal during the cold winter months. For more information, contact Matt Wilson at 931-261-1587 today. Turf Masters Landscape Management is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
We head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Upperman with a commanding 10-2 lead over DeKalb County. Last chance for the Tigers here. 9-1-2 due up. Next up for us, we'll have some stuff tomorrow, as we always do. Mainly, we're getting very close to an announcement on Proving Ground. We know where we're going to be. That has been locked in as of this morning. We're really excited. Season 4 of Proving Ground, where we spend the off-season with a high school football program as they gear up, and we're going someplace this year with very high expectations, some new faces in as well. That'll be announced maybe tomorrow. It's coming very soon. We're looking forward to that. And then we'll have baseball coverage starting on Monday as Upperman is at Stowe Memorial.
Yeah, get another element into it as well. Obviously, Cameron joining on with us. He'll have a big part in the Proving Ground coming up over the summer break as we get deep into it. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Ben Driver climbs in. First pitch swung on and missed. And Jackson Green has had the goods so far in this one. We had not seen a ton of strikeouts in this game. It is 3 straight for him. It's 4 straight for Upperman's pitchers as Chris Worsing did what he did. And you've seen why in the first inning we said, hey, this could be a really offensive game until Wes Shanks decides it's not, as that one's in there, because he had these 2 arms in his back pocket.
And Green's just pumping strikes in there right now.
The only pitch that wasn't a strike, we think was a strike. It's 0-2 into Driver. Driver 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out so far. Green with the 0-2 home. Just fouled out of play. That's a good battle swing by Driver to stay alive.
It was close to that top part of the zone. Could have gone either way and able to try to work and get another fastball in there, something he can handle.
Here comes the 0-2. Swung on and missed. 4 straight punch-outs for Jackson Green. Now 52 of those on the season. Lineup flips over for Colin Donnell.
Yeah, just blowing it past him right now as well. Been able to get ahead in these counts to get it in the zone and just getting right past him. Nice job by Green for the first down of the inning. And going to get 2 more for another win for the Bees, who are on a nice win streak right now at 3 in a row.
This young man is impressive as he'll rock and fire. That one misses outside. 1-0 to Donnell, who started the game with a single. He swung at the first pitch that he saw, came around to score a run. Since then, he's flown out and grounded out. Green with a look in. First time he's been behind of a hitter. And no longer. That one's across for a strike.
Gets it right back.
Cooper Odom on deck next as DeKalb just trying to extend this game in a huge hole down 10-2. Fouled back, and again, Green goes ahead. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Look in. He likes it. 1-2. Breaking ball. Call. Strike 3. 5 straight strikeouts for Jackson Green. An impressive relief outing, and Cooper Odom will try and just put it in play, which nobody has done against Jackson Green so far.
He's got a few foul tips so far. It has not been easy against Green on the mound, who's come on in the 6th and the 7th and just mowing through the first 5 batters he's faced.
First pitch, strike 1. This is as impressive of a 2-inning stretch by a reliever as we've seen. Just dominant out of the pen. And maybe that was the difference. He did get to warm up. They took him out. He got to go warm up. And this one is sent up, out of play. Guess what? Jackson Green's ahead. It's 0-2.
I bet you he gets a strikeout here.
You ain't getting good odds on that one in Vegas. I'll tell you that. It's $10 to win 1.
I'll take it.
Here comes the 0-2 from Green. Rocks and fires. Called. Strike 3. 6 strikeouts. Every batter Jackson Green faced is sat down via the punch-out, and that will do it tonight. Upperman knocks off DeKalb County 10-2.
Yeah, that's a heck of a performance there by Jackson Green. Comes in for those final 2 innings, 6 straight strikeouts to get the job done. Offensively for the Bees, you mentioned it, 14 hits in the ball game today, 10 runs across. They let a lot of base runners aboard as well. It could have been a lot more runs across for the Bees. They had 2 of them cut down at the plate, but a really nice performance in a non-district game. Now 4 wins in a row, 2 games above 500, and they're feeling like they're playing their best baseball now going into those final few series for district play.
It's time for the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game as Upperman gets it done 10-2 today over DeKalb County. Jacob, who are you going to tonight?
I like Jackson Green in that spot. I mean, he hit it really well, 2 for 2 at the plate. He had a run score, drove in 3 runs, and then does that right there with 6 straight strikeouts as well. So he is indeed your Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game.
DeKalb County falls to 6-12 on the season with the loss. They are in action in a district doubleheader next week starting Monday at Macon County in Lafayette. Upperman wins yet again, now winners of 6 of their last 7 games. They're 12-10 on the season. Next up for them in a big District 7 3A doubleheader starting on Monday at Stone Memorial. We'll have broadcast coverage of that. Keep your eyes on UpperCumberlandReporter.com for the latest coverage of high school sports throughout the area. That'll do it for us tonight. Upperman 10, DeKalb County 2. I'm Noah McKay for Jacob Vincent, Cameron Hughes, and everybody